Hello everyone, back on debate today. Here's the bird. There's a bird. He won't get off me. I don't know where he came from. Oh my god. He won't get off me. W. Haha. I don't know what to do. He won't get off me. But yeah, if you're voting for Donald Trump, go ahead and hop into the guest request, you guys. If you're voting for Donald Trump, hop into the guest request. You guys already know we are just looking for some debates. How's everyone doing in the meantime? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You guys already know. Follow me. Cash App, Venmo to buy. It's same shit. Same shit. He won't get off me, by the way. So, I guess it's just going to be bird. Zephyr, get the fuck off me. Ah! Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Oh, no, I'm voting for Kamala.
Okay, I'm just looking for people who are voting for Trump.
Oh, I see. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Okay. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. We are just looking for people who are voting for Donald J. Jr. I don't know what the fuck his name is. But he won't get off me. Okay. Hi, how old are you?
You got dropped by Parker and Dean. You got dropped by Parker and Dean. Parker dropped you. Dean dropped you. You got used for
who?
For clout and views. You got dropped.
Green aura with flies? You have a Tashika poster? How are racists my fault? How is that my fault? Oh my goodness. Give it a second, y'all. Remember, we are just looking for people who are voting for Donald Trump, you guys. If you're not voting for, he won't get off my hand. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, are you voting for Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah, I am voting for Donald Trump.
And why is that?
Because I think he cool.
That's dumb.
D-U-M-B or D-U-M?
What?
D-U-M-B? Like, you think I'm dumb?
I never ever thought this.
Yeah, because like you just go off of aura. Like, what are you talking about?
Talk to her.
Actually, I'm gonna move on. There's no saving those people. I don't know what the fuck that is. Let's go on to the next person. What the fuck? Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Stop it!
Present here in Jerusalem. Did they bring it back to Europe and become more?
Jerry?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Hi. Can you turn?
Second, please.
It's one of the greatest.
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. And why am I voting for Donald Trump? Right?
Yes.
I got a better question. Why you voting for her?
I asked you the question first, so go ahead and answer it.
Okay. Well, I'll answer mine. Ready? Because the economy was better.
No, it wasn't.
Everybody was better off.
No.
I mean, there's not one person who was better off. Right, in the United States. Now, I'm not saying outside of the United States. I'm just saying inside the United States.
Demonstrably false.
Okay. Well, wait. If you're going to say I'm false, you got to give facts.
I will.
You can't just say it's false and then say it's okay.
Keep going. I'm waiting for you to be finished. I'm waiting for you to be finished. Keep going. He won't stop.
Because this is it. That's all I have to start with is everybody was better off.
Right. So what policy
now,
did
if
he
you're
pass?
going to say they're not, you're going to have to say
Hey, Jerry,
why.
Jerry. You don't have
Yes,
to. You don't have to instruct me. I'm not a 5-year-old.
I'm sorry if you thought I was.
Okay. I know how to do this. I'm good.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so what policy did he pass?
Okay, well, the policies he passed. Okay, every president does the same thing. Okay, and it's all exactly the same. They say what they're going to do, and they're not allowed to pass it because I don't give
a fuck if they're not allowed to pass it. I'm asking you, what policy did he pass?
None. Just what he said.
Right. So if he passed no policies, how did the economy get better under him?
Wait. You have to pass a policy to make it better?
Yes. You do. That's
Is
how
that,
presidents.
that's your opinion, right? Not
It's
a
not
fact.
my opinion. That is a fact. That's how presidents do
Okay,
things.
so if I don't pass any policies,
Then you didn't do anything as president.
oh, so I could be just like Joe Biden.
Joe Biden passed many policies.
Right, that affected us worse.
No, it affected us better. He literally brought us.
Okay, name one that was better.
Right, the PACT Act, which expanded healthcare for veterans, the most expansion of their healthcare in decades. There's also the infrastructure bill that gave us 2 million jobs per year that invested in the buildings of houses, roads, homes, etc. There's also the Inflation Reduction Act that lowered our inflation by incentivizing green
When you're ready
energy.
for your-
I'm not done speaking.
Good.
There's also the Inflation Reduction Act that capped out people's out-of-pocket costs at for their medical expenses at $2,000 per year.
So you want me to come back on it all at one time, or you
I don't
want
need you
one at a
to.
time?
No, you don't need to. You can attack whichever one you want, but this is not like
Okay, but
to
you
say
get
that
me
he
more
did
than
nothing
one.
and they didn't.
I
I'm
get
not
to come
done
back at one at a
speaking.
time, or do you expect me to do every one at one time?
Do whatever
If
makes
do
you
a bunch
feel-
of me one time. Do you want me to
Do
do
it-
each one at one time, or do
I
you want
don't
to show a
care.
bunch
Do
where I have
whatever
to
you
wait to come
want.
back?
Do whatever you want.
Okay, because you said not to interrupt you, but you interrupted me. But at the same time, you want me to come back
interrupted
to
me.
each one. But you threw a bunch
I
at me
don't-
one
I don't
time.
care.
How do you
I
expect
don't
me to
care.
react to each one?
React to which
if
one
you
you
don't
want.
give me time to react?
React to which.
So which one do you want
asked
me to go with at first?
You asked me what has he passed, and I'm just
I
telling
got you. I
which
got
ones
you.
he
But
passed.
you got to give me one to go at a time.
I don't
You
care.
can't just
Pick
throw
one.
a bunch at me and then say, "Hey,
Pick one.
react to each
Pick one. Pick one.
You pick one. You pick one. Go ahead.
I don't care. They're
Go
all
ahead.
good.
I'll stomp it once you put it up.
I don't care. Like I don't. What did I even say?
So what he did? Let's go to the infrastructure bill. Ready? Every president in every place does the infrastructure bill every time. Every
I
president
thought you
wants
said
to build the
Trump didn't have any
infrastructure.
policy.
That's a great idea, but you wanted me to go back with Biden's infrastructure thing, right?
No, but you said that every president has done it, and you just said
They
that
all
President
go
Trump
with the
never
last
passed any
president's stuff. The reason is because we have to have roads built, right?
What?
We have to have roads built, right? We have to have them fixed, right?
Okay.
Okay, so what happens is you have to have the roads fixed. Fixed. If they're not fixed, what happens? We have no
They don't get
infrastructure, right?
fixed.
So Biden spent a bunch of money on infrastructure. Now, what policies were written underneath that infrastructure?
What does that even
Besides just fixing the roads, what else did they put in place?
mean? What are you talking about?
So whenever they build a bill, what happens is there's a bunch of other policies written under there, right? To go to other means. What did Biden put under those?
What?
When you take and put a policy in place, instead of just building
What
the
did he?
roads,
What did he put on them? What did he do?
what do you do?
Alan, thanks so much for the fireworks. I appreciate you.
When you build roads, you don't just build roads. What they do is they spend money, and the money's being spent. So what they do is they put these little policies in the bottom, right, to do extra than just build a policy like tolls, and then anything else that they were trying to get like some agenda across.
Okay, then what was it? Because there wasn't.
Well, one was like you have to be okay. Right now, if you were to have anything after you have to retire at the age of 67, right? If
Okay.
you don't retire at the age of 67, you get taxed on it.
Okay.
Okay, so you get taxed after you owe.
Where are you getting this from? Where are you getting this from?
Facts.
What?
Google it.
That's not a
Google it real
fucking
quick.
source. What am I Googling? You just said random shit.
What you're talking about? The tax they have right now when you turn 67?
What are you talking about? What bill is this?
Hang on a second. I'll look it up. I'll show you.
What the fuck is going on right now, bro? Are you not embarrassed? How do y'all not be embarrassed? And then he fucking left. He did all that and then left. Hello? He did all that and then left, baby. He did all that and ow! Matter of fact, swing. Sorry. He don't like. He said I was doing too much. He said chill, mom. Okay, damn. I'm not petting you when you do this. You stay fighting me. No. Anyway, let's go on to the next person. Wait, Glowhunter, are you here? No, you shut up. Where are my mods? Where are my mods? Oh, there you are. Sorry. Sorry. Hi, how old are you?
32.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Trump 2024, baby! Let's rock out with our cock out!
Anyway, hi, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 18.
What year were you born?
06.
Okay, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Thank you for the manifesting.
I am.
Yeah, why is that?
You know, his tax cuts helped my family.
The ultra rich?
I mean, no, it's not ultra rich. It's 1% or the top 1%.
Oh, you're just a psychopath. Okay.
I mean, it helped my family, so
That's weird.
that's not a good reason to vote for him.
It's not. You
Why
didn't
not?
need help
Why
to
not?
begin with.
I mean,
Because you
like
you
the guy
didn't need
too.
help. Because you didn't need help to begin with.
I mean, there's other stuff.
You were
besides that.
literally, people like your family are eating this country for breakfast.
We
And
worked-
you're voting for him
no,
because
no.
you make it worse.
No, people, my family, we worked hard, or they worked hard.
That doesn't mean that you get to destroy the country's economy.
No, I mean, you guys want the rich to pay taxes so people can live off the fucking government. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, that's exactly how this is supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, I know. You guys want...
Right, so you're just a psychopath. I don't care.
You want people to live off the government?
People don't live off the government. Everyone lives off each other.
That's what liberals want.
Everyone lives off the government.
No.
If you live under a government, you live under the government.
No, I'm saying live off of the government, not
Everyone
actually
lives off of the government.
Okay, what I'm saying is people are not actually going and working. They're just trying to get these
People are going and working.
No, they're trying to live off governmental programs.
No, that's false. Unemployment is the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but I have other reasons why I want to vote for him. It's not
Right,
just
so why
that.
do you want to vote for him other than the fact that you want to steal money from the American people?
No, it's not. Well, okay.
It's stealing money. Go ahead.
No, it's
you're
keeping
stealing.
your
You're
own
stealing money.
No,
You're stealing money.
It's keeping your own
You're
money.
stealing money. Alex, thank you so much for holy shit! Thank you so much for the Leon the Lion. W in the chat for Alex. W Alex.
Keeping your own money. That
Thank you.
people
No,
work
you're stealing.
hard
You're
for.
stealing money. The money you have in this country is not just your own. It's everyone's. Go ahead. W Alex, yo.
Yeah. So I don't really know any of Camillea's policies.
Who the fuck is you? Can you read? How you have all this fucking money and you can't read?
I don't.
How do you have all this money and you can't read?
I don't.
It's
care
on
about
the
her name.
screen. Oh, you're gonna care about her name. Say Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
It's Kamala Harris.
Okay. Can you tell me some of her policies because she hasn't?
Hey Lakin. Hey Lakin. That's the shittiest name I've ever heard in my life. Say Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Okay, good boy. What policies does she have? Are you serious?
Yeah, she hasn't laid out anything. I mean, she hasn't talked to the media in 3 weeks.
Right. What has she been doing these past 3 weeks?
Nothing really. I mean, she's had some
She
campaigns.
has. You're confusing her with Trump. Trump's the one who hasn't done anything in the past 3 weeks. Kamala's been doing nothing but campaigning. She was literally just speaking yesterday. What are you talking about?
Why doesn't she answer questions?
She does answer questions. Every time she gets off a plane, she answers questions.
Did you see when they asked her about how are you going to fix inflation? She dodged the question multiple times, and she never
Right. Have
answered
you
it.
seen any interview that Trump has ever had? He's never answered a single question.
Yeah, we don't need him to answer questions. We saw him during his 4 years of his presidency.
Right. So what did he do?
The tax cuts.
Right. So you stealing money from American workers is not a flex.
I mean, no, it's just
You ruined the economy.
no. I mean, you guys want Not rich.
I
Not
do.
rich.
I do want to punish the rich, but the thing is,
So you're
is
just a
that
bad person.
no, rich people are bad people. You can't become rich without taking advantage of people. So I don't know what to tell you.
Why are you dehumanizing rich people or just wealthy people in general?
Because in order to become this rich, you need to hurt people.
Top 1%? No, you don't.
You do. That's
No,
how
you don't.
capitalism works.
No, you don't. Come on.
You need to underpay and undersell people.
Are you a socialist?
No,
Okay, well,
I'm a capitalist. But in order to become rich, you need to take advantage of people.
why do you not like the system of capitalism then? Why are you complaining about it? It's a free market.
I didn't say that I didn't like it. Alex, thank you so much for the travel with us. Thank you so much. W Alex. Like I don't know what you're talking about. I can still prefer capitalism and then say, yeah, like in order to become rich, you're gonna have to fuck people over. You're gonna have to undersell people. You're gonna have to underpay people.
I mean, I disagree, but I mean, we can go on to.
Okay, you can show me one person who hasn't had to do that. But anyway,
what about the borders? You want to talk about that?
what about the border?
You know how Biden waited three years to create a bill, and then you guys say Trump blocked the bill because Joe Biden really it was a political
He didn't wait 3 years to.
Yeah,
to,
he waited
to pass
3
the
years.
government. He tried to pass it twice, and it was rejected by the Republican Party twice.
When was that? It was 2020. It was this year. Yeah. Why did he wait until 2024? When we've had
because government is slow, right? Government is slow. These bills were already on the table, and Republicans rejected it.
They did not reject it. The bill was first proposed this year.
It was not first proposed this year.
Can you give me a source or something?
Right. So it was proposed twice. There was one by itself. This year. The one that was proposed by itself was proposed this year, and they denied it.
Why was it not proposed years ago?
What are you talking about?
Why was the border's been an issue for 3 years now?
Because we were still under Trump's border plan. Did he do stuff or didn't he do stuff?
Yes, he did stuff.
We were still under Title 42. What are we talking about?
So why did he wait? No. Why did he wait until this year to actually even make any sort of border policy?
Because government is slow.
No, because it's a political
and
move.
it's because it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. Biden was operating under Trump's policies on the border until now. He proposed this. What are you talking about?
Why didn't he try to fix the border sooner? Because the border was fine.
What are you talking? The border was not fine under Trump.
Look at the border crossings.
We had more illegal crossings under Trump than under Biden.
Can I get a source?
Literally, and the Border Patrol.
There's more, but we have 10,000 people every day walking into the country.
No.
Yes, we do.
Monthly crossings have dropped below 2,500.
Yeah, after the executive order, when she waited.
It wasn't. No.
When she waited to pass, he waited 3.5 years to pass.
Vice presidents can't pass executive orders.
I'm talking about Biden.
You said she.
No, okay, excuse me, but I'm referencing Biden.
Okay.
So I'm just saying they took this long to even do a single thing at the border.
They were doing things at the border.
What were they doing?
Right. So Kamala Harris was tasked with addressing the countries in which these immigrants were coming from and trying to stabilize them after COVID, because a lot of the time these immigrants are coming over here because they're coming from destabilized countries. Countries have never been able to stabilize as quick as the U.S. has been able to stabilize. So her job was to go over there and find out what's wrong with these countries. In the meantime, President Biden actually adopted a lot of Trump's policies in terms of the border.
So she did all that, but I mean, the results aren't really there to show because it didn't.
It just happened. You're not going to see the results until years in the future. That's not how. That's not. She doesn't. She doesn't akumatize the fucking country.
Okay.
Like,
so what you're saying is she has not done anything to actively try to help.
They literally have done things to help.
I mean, you keep saying that, but I don't see it. I live in Texas, so I mean.
Oh no! You see Latin people. Holy fuck! That means the border must be shit. Like no one cares.
I mean, you can see people flooding into the country if you've ever gone to the border. Have you ever gone to the border? Because I've been at the border, and
people aren't flooding into the country. And it doesn't matter though. Even if people were flooding into the country, why did the Republican Party, as well as your candidates, shoot down the bill?
Because the bill was a political ploy. That was why.
It was not a political ploy.
It absolutely was. That's why he waited.
Actually, no. Your party shot it down as a political ploy. Your party shot it down because Trump wanted to keep using the border crisis as a way to get back into presidency. That's the only reason they shot it down. So it wasn't because the Democratic Party thought that it was going to be like some kind of a political ploy. Your party shot it down as a political ploy.
I mean, yeah, I agree they shot it down as a political ploy, but I think...
Okay, then so your party is okay with No, I'm not done speaking.
Oh my
your
God.
party is okay with sacrificing the lives of innocent Americans, right? If they think that immigrants coming over the border is such a dangerous thing, they would rather sacrifice the lives of Americans right now than to pass this bill and have it be the most strict bipartisan bill that Democrats have ever passed.
All right, yeah, so can I respond, please? So the bill, the Republicans in Congress shooting down the bill, I agree, that was a political ploy, but the bill in and of itself was a political ploy because they waited 3.5 years to actually propose a bill to try to fix the border at all. And we are going to save lives because Trump is going to, he has a mass deportation plan for 2025.
People have asked him several times how he's going to be able to do that, and he has not given us a single answer. They don't even know.
Well, I mean, that's his plan. I'm going to take his word for it.
Yeah, that's fucked up. You should never take his word for it. The last time you took your word for it, is he ruined the fucking economy. Last time people took his word for it, they went and bought fucking horse tranquilizer, and now they're on dialysis for the rest of their life.
Wait. When did Trump ruin the economy? What was that?
Right, with his tax cuts act.
That didn't ruin the economy.
It did.
Based off what?
Right. The fact that 80% of these tax cuts went to the ultra wealthy, and he expected for it to trickle down, and it did not. Or he said that he wanted it to trickle down, and it did not.
Realize like the lower middle class still had benefits from the tax cuts, right?
They had benefits, but it was proposed as a way to help everyone, but 80% of it helped the ultra wealthy.
I mean, I don't disagree with, lowering taxes for the hardworking. That's my...
Unemployment was up under Trump. Violent crimes were up under Trump, and he did nothing.
COVID.
No.
COVID.
No.
COVID.
Literally no.
Crimes up because of the BLM riots. That's probably why.
That's not why. Most of the BLM riots were they were... That was a rarity.
They're burning down cities. I mean, that's not...
Most of the BLM protests were peaceful protests.
I mean, that's not what I saw. I saw cities burning down.
Obviously, they're not going to show you peaceful protests. There's nothing to report on if it's peaceful. What the fuck are you talking about?
Go look at the protest in, was it Minnesota? Was it Minneapolis? I mean, that was...
I know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just saying that represents BLM. It represents...
No, it doesn't.
It's one big joke.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it is. And
it literally doesn't. You're just racist.
You want? No, I'm not racist.
You are.
But I'm not racist.
You are.
Absolutely not. Don't call me that.
I just did.
Yeah, I mean, you're just kind of saying that to... You're
saying this as if the BLM movement was just riots, and it wasn't. Over 90% of them were peaceful.
I mean, I don't... That's
just
not
because
what
you don't. Just because you don't see something doesn't mean that it's not happening. That's probably why you voted for Trump, because you think if you see something, that means that that's how it is. But no, why would they report on peaceful protests? They're going to report on the fucking riots. Like, what are you talking about?
I think that how many of these cities were burning down, and
you're talking like January 6th didn't even happen.
I'm not going to talk about January 6th.
Talk about January 6th, where they beat a police officer to death.
Okay, no. Let's talk about, you just called me racist.
Let's talk about January. Let's talk about no. Stop crying. Stop crying about a word. Okay, that's what you guys like to do. You like to cry about the word racism. It's not offensive. It's offensive because you're white. Be calm down, right?
No,
so the thing is, right? No one gives a fuck. But no one gives a fuck. It's not. I don't care if it's an offensive word to you. It's not. So anyway, let's talk about the coup that the Republican Party tried to stage. Where they brought it, they were bringing in zip ties, bats, firearms, looking for legislators.
I mean, yeah, I don't have to agree with that, but that has nothing to do with why I'm voting for Donald Trump in November.
No, it should, because he's the one that started it. He's the one that propelled people to go and stage an insurrection.
Trump thought the election was stolen from him. I mean,
He's the one. Oh, that doesn't mean that he gets to stage a coup. He needs to be behind bars.
I don't.
Right. That doesn't mean like after all of this violence was going down, he waited 180 minutes to even say anything. He could have told them to go home immediately, but he didn't. He waited for the violence to hit a peak, and then he told people to go home.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a relevant, point for me voting.
It is a relevant point because you're talking about violence and how you hate violence, and your president literally called for it. He allowed for it. He was complacent during the violence. Didn't 6 people die in that riot?
I mean, I know,
including a police officer, of which you guys love. All of a sudden, unless they're in your way, then you kill them and take their eye out.
I mean, more people have died from illegals than January 6th. I mean, that's all I'm going to say.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. That literally doesn't make any sense.
Let's
January 6th, illegal immigrants have been coming over the border since the beginning of America. January 6th was one day. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, they're criminals.
What are you talking about?
Let's talk about all the violence that came in from the border under the Joe Biden.
There's literally no evidence that immigrants cause extra violence. They're less likely to commit violent crime than natural-born citizens.
Every day on the news, you see something about an illegal immigrant raping a little girl, or
right. That happens. Right, and you see it more per capita from natural-born citizens.
I think we shouldn't be letting any illegal.
This is just xenophobic.
I'm not xenophobic. Can you stop with the buzzwords? I mean, this
is not a buzzword. Words mean things. I'm using the words.
Racist, xenophobic. Come on.
Because it is racist.
What are you going to say next? Misogynistic too?
If you get there.
Yeah, I mean, these illegals, though, they're coming across the border, committing, mass amounts of violent crime. I think
no, they're not. There's no evidence for that. Source it up.
Them all.
Source it up.
Just look around. I'm at the southern border.
I am looking around. Everything's awesome.
By the border.
I don't care. Source it up.
No.
Source it. Source it.
What do you want to source
it? That illegal immigrants are causing a surge in violent crime. Find it.
Look around.
That's not a source.
That's my source.
Hey, Gene, that's not how sources work. How do you have all this money and you're just like an actual like?
All right, do you want to talk about guns?
No, we're not pivoting.
Come on. Let's talk about gun control and her plan for assault weapons.
I agree with it. So anyway, can you go provide the source that illegal immigrants? Shut up, okay?
Yeah, I don't
can you go ahead and then you just make shit up. Bye.
I mean, I'm not making like an empirical claim. I'm just
bye. You are though. You are.
I'm not.
Bye.
I'm not.
Bye.
I'm not.
Brain broken.
I'm not making an
brain broken. Let's go on to the next person. The pivoting after pivot, brain broken. Brain broken guess.
This live is for educational purposes only. We do not tolerate harassment or bullying of any kind.
Snapped in 2. Hi, how old are you?
Hello?
How old are you?
23.
Okay, 23. What year were you born? What year were you born?
2001.
Okay, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
I'm not. I'm not.
If you don't know, I don't want to talk to you. You're not voting? Goodbye.
No, but one more thing. I just came on here to say,
no.
You have such.
No fuck. You're not voting? Why are you talking? Why are you even here? You're not voting. Why are you here? Get the fuck away from me. Ugh. People fought and died for your right to vote, and you're just not gonna do it? Read a book. Hi, how old are you? All right, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Please be patient. We will get some more debates in. Like the fuck? I'm not really gonna vote. Get out of my life. Hi, how old are you?
22.
Okay, what year were you born?
2002.
Okay, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
To me, thank you so much for the $4 catch up. I appreciate you. Yeah, why are you voting for Trump?
Because I grew up with these values of voting for Trump.
Yeah, that's dumb.
All right, fuck you, bitch. You're voting for a fucking Indian. You're black.
W.
You know what? This is your side hustle.
W Indians? W Indians? Imagine voting for someone based off their race. W Indians? Like what? Is that supposed to be a diss? Let's go on to the next person. The fuck? The fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's go on to the next person. I grew up with the values of the KKK. Hi, how old are you?
22.
What year were you born?
2002.
Okay, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
I am, yes.
Why is that?
Just because of the values. I don't have anything against Kamala Harris.
It's Kamala Harris.
I don't have anything against Kamala Harris. I just think, you know, I don't know a lot about policies or anything like that, but...
Then you don't know anything about your own candidate. So why are you voting for him?
Hey, just the values. Just the values for me.
So he hasn't done shit. You just like his aura?
I mean, yeah, I like his aura, but yes, he has done
worthless. Yeah, so what did you do? Alexander, thank you so much for the $4 for W Indians in the chat.
Well, he hasn't put in multiple African Americans in jail because they smoke weed. That's
man. Neither has Kamala. That's awesome.
As senator, yes, she did.
She literally didn't. That's just a straight up lie. If anything, she kept those people. No, it's not. She kept those people out of jail by putting them into rehabilitation. She got them jobs and then expunged their records. So no, she didn't. Unless you can provide me a different source.
How about you provide me a source about it? I mean, I'm like, she said it multiple times. She was a senator.
Right, she was a senator, and she didn't send people to jail.
Acts that put people that were wrongly accused on death row, and they were wrongfully accused, and she did not acquit them.
Source it up.
We all know that that's true.
No, we don't. Source it up.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't have my sources. I just hopped on TikTok and saw your live.
Then go grab them.
No, because I'm not about to go on pause. You're going to take me off.
Why would I kick you off? I don't care about you that much. Go.
All right.
I'll be waiting. Bust the move, child. Bust thine moves. Oh, don't. We're waiting for this fuck ass source, Chad. In the meantime, I'm curling my hair. How sweet. Caldrick, thank you so much for the $1. Runs for Wikipedia. I know.
All right. On Daily Mail, which is a reliable news source.
No, it is not. Anyway.
It's Democrat, so I'll just give you that.
No, it's not.
Daily Mail is Democrat, actually.
Anyway.
Anyway, it says she's prosecuted more than 1,900 people who have been found with illegal substance, which is marijuana. Okay, we all know that it is illegal in some states.
She didn't prosecute anything. That was her office.
What
is the job of a prosecutor? What is the job of you just said she prosecuted.
Yes, it's from the Daily Mail. It is a reliable news source, and it is Democrat. Well, here's the thing. Me and you both know that you're going to dispute every claim that I have because it's just how you make money on here.
You're getting a source from the Daily Mail.
I'm not disrespecting your hustle whatsoever, but we both know that she prosecuted people.
No, she didn't.
Okay, who did?
No one.
No one, but
do you know what the Back on Track initiative is?
Why don't you tell me what it is?
The Back on Track initiative is what she actually did instead of putting people for low-level drug crimes in jail. She put them in rehabilitation programs and then expunged their records once they completed it. What are you talking about?
Okay, what about the guy that was wrongfully convicted of murder and he was found wrongfully committed of murder and she did not expunge his record whatsoever. And she
when you're acquitted, your record gets expunged. You don't get a record until you're convicted. If you're acquitted, then it goes away.
But she didn't let him out of jail. She still convicted him of more.
That wasn't her job, and he was guilty. Who are you even talking about?
But he's out now, so clearly he wasn't guilty.
Who are you talking about?
I'm not sure of his name.
Because we might be talking about two different people. Go look it up, because we might be talking about two different people.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh my fucking god, they just yap, and I just realized we might be talking about two different people. Oh my god. And also, like, is Kamala is Kamala supposed to, like, fix a broken justice system? Is that supposed to be her job now? Because we understand with anyone, innocent people get put away all the time. Is she supposed to fix our broken justice system? Hello? Like, as a prosecutor operating within that bastardized system, you're sitting over here expecting a woman not to do her job. Shut up. Just waiting. That is not her job.
Okay, so this is from the Washington Post. Do you hear me?
What is it called?
It's from the Washington Post.
Mari, thank you so much for the month sub. Thank you so much. Yeah,
it's an article about
what is it called? What is it called?
It's just from the Washington Post.
What is the title?
What is the what?
God damn! What is the fucking title?
Death penalty controversy that almost derailed Harris's career.
What is it called?
The death penalty controversy that almost derailed Harris's career.
And did you read this?
Yes, I did. I mean, obviously, I didn't have a lot of time, but
you didn't read it. That's code for opinion. Starts off with the word opinion. Great for you. That starts off great for you. How did you even read this?
I just went through it a little bit.
No, you would have to pay for this.
I do pay for the Washington Post.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to pay for it too. Great source.
It's like $4 a month, so it ain't too bad.
I know. Let's look at this fuckery real quick. Let's see here. Uh, 2004, Kamala Harris decided not to seek the death penalty against a gang member who unalived a police officer, despite public pressure. So she didn't want to give someone the death penalty. You didn't read this.
I did though. Actually,
you didn't read this. You didn't read this.
I did. So
this entire article is about how she didn't want to give someone the death penalty.
No, because she retracted her statement from earlier and said he deserves the death penalty, and she got into a whole big controversy.
political evolution involves balancing her convictions with the need for broader appeal, sometimes being less explicit about her positions.
Say that one more time.
So this isn't so you didn't read this. So what this article is an opinion piece about this particular case and how Harris needs to balance her personal opinions with, you know, her job. You didn't read this.
Obviously, I didn't have a ton of time to read it. No.
This article is 1 page long. It's very short. You didn't read this.
I had like 10 seconds to find it out.
But you told me that you read it. You didn't read this.
I've read stuff on it. Yes.
You didn't. But you didn't read this.
Okay, that's fine.
That's embarrassing. Anyway,
whatever.
No, you clearly didn't, because it's an opinion piece about this particular case and how the author thinks she should have handled it.
Okay. Well, okay, I got another point. So
embarrassing. L in the chat. Oh, holy fuck.
Yeah, L in the chat for sure. I'm an L.
The hair eats though.
Thank you.
Not you. Ew.
No, my hair eats as well.
Green aura with flies.
So why does how do you say her name again? Kamala?
It's Kamala.
Why does Kamala always try to bring it back to her ethnicity on how she's trying
literally never talked about her race. Only Republicans have done that. She has not talked about her race on this campaign.
I'm not even on the super Trump side.
I don't give a fuck. You people are racist. You people are straight up racist. She's never, during her campaign, she's never brought up her race.
Okay,
the only thing, stop talking. Before this, when she, like 4 years ago, when she was running for VP, people would go, "Hey, Kamala, you're Asian, right?" And she'll go, "Yep." "Hey, Kamala, you're Southeast Indian, right?" And she'll go, "Yep." And she's also supposed to go, "And black. I'm also black. I'm also black." While they're cooking fucking butter chicken, "I'm also black. Don't forget, I'm black too." What the fuck are you talking about?
Here's the thing. Let's not call all Republicans racist. I'm not a racist person.
I haven't met one that wasn't. So anyway, I don't care about your fucking virtue signaling bullshit. Can you go ahead and talk about where she like tokenizes her race? And also, if she's black, she's allowed to do that. So, you know.
I'm not saying she's not, but I'm just saying.
Then why'd you bring it up?
Using that to your advantage is like Trump saying, I am white. I'm a white male and I'm a billionaire. You should vote for me only because I am white.
She's never said that. And that's how I know that you're fucking racist, because she's never said that. Nor is that how she runs her campaign. You're just racist, bro.
I am not racist.
You see a black person and they're, "Wow, Cheyenne, thank you for the $66.66 for reparations over Venmo. W Cheyenne." No, you're just racist. W Cheyenne though. W Gifter. You're just racist. Like give me the quote. Give me the quote where she like tokenized her blackness. Also, black politicians get to be black.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Right. So first of all, give me the source where she tokenized her blackness, and then tell me, and then explicitly tell me. I defy you to tell me exactly what's wrong with that.
All right. So what we're not going to do is say, "Give me sources," because you
no
before work.
No.
And then you're going to be like, "Give me sources. Give me sources."
You're complaining. I don't care. I don't like men who complain. Stop crying. Find a source.
I don't like women who call people racist just because they're white.
I didn't call you. What do you? What the fuck? What? What are you talking about?
You're one of those.
What the fuck are you talking about? Chad, hello?
You're saying I'm racist, bro, just because I'm Republican and I'm white.
Literally no. I don't know who you are. Nor do I give a shit.
Okay, then why am I racist?
Because you're talking about how she tokenizes her blackness, and the only thing that Kamala Harris has ever done is be black. You are the only demographic of people who are hyper focused on her racial identity. That is racism.
I'm not hyper focused on her.
You brought it up. I've literally never brought up her race.
I'm not.
You brought it up as if it's a point as to why you're not going to vote for her.
I'm not hyper focused on why she is black and Asian or Indian, whatever you.
Then why did you? Then why did you bring it up?
Because I'm not hyper focused on it. I could care less if she's.
But you brought it up though. I didn't bring it up. You brought it up.
It's the values.
I didn't bring it up.
Policies.
I didn't bring it up. You brought it up. Then why'd you bring it up?
She can barely form a sentence. The way
she can though. She's been doing it for 3 weeks straight. So why did you bring it up? Why did you bring it up?
Any popularity she gets is from Megan Thee Stallion or these rappers. Like this
right. So this is racism. This is racism. You're being racist right now.
This is not
because
racist.
The whole thing with Megan Thee Stallion happened 3 weeks ago.
Okay, give me.
She has done other. No. We're not doing this. Yep. What you're doing, you're being racist right now, right? What's wrong with Meg? Okay, I'm gonna tell you how. What's wrong with Megan Thee Stallion performing at her first rally in Atlanta?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying.
Then why did you bring it up as if there would be something wrong with it? Why did you bring it up then?
It's the only way that she can get people on her side.
No, it's not, because Megan Thee Stallion only performed for her one time.
That's all she needs. Megan Thee Stallion is huge.
Do you think? But wait a minute. Do you think black people are like so stupid that you can have a rapper perform in front of them one time and then the entire black community is going to be behind you? Absolutely. What is the significance? Okay, then. So what is the significance of Megan Thee Stallion performing at the rally in Atlanta?
Megan Thee Stallion.
What's Megan Thee Stallion? Yeah, right. What is the common thing between those two?
I would say probably because they're African American.
No, it's because they're both victims of gun violence. They are both prominent figures of gun violence.
And why? Okay,
Megan Thee Stallion was shot. She was shot.
Yes,
she has PTSD. Stop talking. She has PTSD. Quavo lost his family member randomly. That is why they were there. She is against gun violence. They are victims of gun violence. They are prominent figures of pop culture who are victims of gun violence, who wanted to come and speak with her. Yes.
Okay, what does that have to do with anything? I've had
because you just saw their race. You're racist.
I am not racist.
You simply assuming that they were there because they're black and they're rappers is your racism showing. But that was not why they were there. Okay, you are the one only seeing color. They are both prominent figures who are wealthy, rich, prominent figures who were closely affected by gun violence. That is why they were there. You assumed it's because they're black rappers, and that was not why.
Okay. There are two sides to every story. They might be a victim of gun violence. Lord rest their family souls and Megan Thee Stallion.
Take off, chat. Megan Thee Stallion is not dead. Takeoff is dead.
I know she's not. I know she's not dead. I'm just saying it's terrible what happened to her. Nobody deserves to get shot. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is yes, they might be victims of gun violence. That is awful. And if she's using that to her advantage, that's fine.
She's not using it to her advantage. Why do you think? Well, I'm sorry. Like, why is it that when she is propping up victims of gun violence, she's using it to her advantage, but when Trump is tokenizing the young girls who are unalived by illegal immigrants, that's just him, just telling their story.
That is what politics is about, is using every little thing to your advantage. That's what it is all about.
Okay. Not the racist chat. This is the guy that's not racist.
Are we so mindless to the point that everything that Trump and Kamala does is to get more votes? Everything is about getting more votes.
Bro, that's just you. Okay, then if this is the case, then why are you bitching about her identity then? Why are you bitching about the fact that she had rappers at her rally in Atlanta.
I'm not bitching about her identity and if she's African American.
You're the only one that brought it up. You're the only one that brought it up.
I'm not bitching about it. What I'm saying is she is using it to her advantage.
Right, source it up. Where did she ever do that?
I'm a black woman.
That's never come out of her mouth.
Vote for me because I am a person of color.
That has never come out of her mouth. That has never. Jizzy, thank you so much for the galaxy. That has never. You're just being racist right now. You're because every time this woman has never talked about her race in the campaign, but the fact that she is black, that's all you're hearing that comes out of her mouth. That's all you're hearing. You're being racist right now.
Can I say something?
No, until you source it up. Source up the part of her campaign when she did that.
Give me.
No, I'm not giving you anything, white boy. Where the fuck did she ever say that shit? Provide the source.
Give me the definitions of racism that I'll provide.
Oh my god. Only racists ask for the definition of racism. I'm not going to lie to you.
No, seriously. Give me the definition of racism, and then I'll provide you the source.
No, you're just going to leave if you don't provide the source.
No, I won't. I'm not like that. I'm not some.
No. I will kick you off my live if you don't provide the source. You're just gonna fucking leave.
Okay, that is fine with me. This is not end all be all. Give me 20 seconds.
Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Go find a source. The fuck? Chat, let's wait for this fuckery. Where the source at? Where the source at? Where the source at? Looking like an accent. Where the source at? 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 Whoa! Cecilia with a $25 cash app. W Cecilia in the chat. I had a crush on a girl in elementary school named Cecilia. Y'all. Did you find the source?
No, I didn't necessarily find the source.
Fucking worth.
But on
I don't want to hear. Shh. What are you about to give me then?
I'm about to give you. I would say it's the source. Why not? So Kamala Harris.
Oh, she's doing a press conference.
So she went to Berkeley, right?
No, she went to Howard.
She went to Howard. Okay, so she might have spoken.
What the fuck?
She might have spoken at Berkeley. So what she said at Berkeley when she was speaking for her campaign, or she might even have been when she was vice president. She was talking about, oh yes, this is when Biden was about to be dropped out of the race. Oh yes, I'm going to be the first black American lady president. I'm black.
That's true. That's factual.
It's absolutely factual. But then she.
So wait, so she can't speak. She can't speak about her blackness at a HBCU now.
No, she absolutely can.
Then Berkeley, why are you bringing this up?
Berkeley's not an HBCU. Oh, let's get our facts straight. Oh. Like, bro, I don't know what you want me to do. Get your facts straight before you start coming.
Thank you for the money gun.
But no, I will not vote for her. Not because she's black. Not because she's white, not because
she's the only one who's brought up her race, bro.
And that's fine. Okay, you bring up something. Go ahead. Why are you voting for Kamala?
It's Kamala.
Why are you voting for Kamala?
I'm voting for Kamala because, first of all, people calling her a DEI hire, just say the N-word. Just say the N-word, brother. Okay? Just say the N-word. Anyway, so like I was saying before, I'm voting for her because she already supports a lot of the bills in which have already been passed under the Biden administration, the PACT Act, the Infrastructure Bill, the Inflation Reduction Act, the American Rescue Plan. All of these things who have benefited U.S. citizens. greatly. Once leaving the COVID pandemic because of Biden, we have bounced back from a crippling economic failure because of the pandemic. And also rolling back a lot of Trump era policies. And then also by herself, she has, like I told you before, the Back on Track initiative before her time as VP, which has benefited many people by putting them literally back on track. Veronica, thanks so much for the $15 cash, and I appreciate you, my love. By the Back on Track initiative, gave people a second start at life by expunging their records after giving them training and mentorship. And also the fact that even right now, her current policies include that of gun violence, voter rights, etc. So what is there not to support?
What I don't think there is to support is when she was VP. Well, I guess she still is VP. But when she was VP, she was under the immigration, right? She was under all immigration. And our immigration, from Mexico and all of the other countries
was less than Trump.
They were up by 35%.
No.
And I'm not saying immigration doesn't help us, because I know it does. But there are a lot of problems with immigration. It's good for the economy sometimes.
So if there's a lot of issues with immigration, why did Republicans shoot down the bill that would help it?
I'm not exactly
sure. Carrie, thank you so much for the dinosaur.
Not exactly sure, but
so then you don't get to complain about the border issues with it being the problem of Democrats.
But because women are getting raped. Because women are getting raped.
Clearly, the Republican Party doesn't care about that.
Clearly, the Democratic Party doesn't care about that because women.
The Democrats are the ones who proposed the bill.
It's both sides.
No, it's not. It's literally not both sides.
Kamala was in front of
No. She was no. She helped write. She helped write the bill.
Women are getting raped.
Stop using that fucking word. You have to say raped. You can't stop tokenizing the trauma of these women. You don't give a fuck. Stop tokenizing them. Nor does your party give a... Y'all don't care. You shot down the bill that was going to help them in the first place. Okay. You don't care. You don't give a fuck about these women. Stop. Hey. Stop tokenizing these women. Stop tokenizing these women. Your party and your candidate are the ones who shot down the bill. He literally says, blame me. You don't give a fuck about these victims. Your party doesn't give a fuck about these victims. The only thing your party cares about is being in power. And that is why they shot down the bill. Because if they can keep the narrative going that Democrats have done nothing for the border, then they have a higher chance of getting back into presidency. But they don't. You do not get to blame the border on Democrats when they have tried twice to get this passed and they rejected it twice. Okay. This is a bipartisan strict bill.
Okay, I don't give a fuck, but my mother,
I know you don't.
My mother is a victim of rape.
Damn. Here you are tokenizing your fucking mother. How disgusting can you be?
I am a baby
how
of rape.
Disgusting can
I am a
First
baby
of all,
of rape. How are you going to say I do
why are you telling me your mother's... You don't even respect your own mother. You don't even respect your mom.
You're just spewing bullshit.
You don't even respect your own mother. Why are you telling me her fucking business?
Because I'm a victim.
Why are you telling her your... no!
I'm a baby.
Stop telling... That doesn't mean you get to tell me about your mom's fucking trauma, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Bro, I don't give a fuck. My mom was raped.
You don't respect this. Stop saying this shit, dude. You don't care. No, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck.
My mom was raped.
You're not the victim. You don't give a fuck. Stop talking. Stop using that word. You have to say great. You have to say... No, you use it to tokenize your own fucking mother.
Tokenize? What are you talking about?
Why are you telling me her fucking bitch? You don't even respect her.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely don't.
What great victim would ever be comfortable with you being like, yeah, like, she got great? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I'm a baby from grape.
You're not the victim. Shut up. Stop talking about her like that. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're not. And you're still not the victim. Anyway, stop talking about her like that.
I didn't have a father
Stop
growing up.
talking. I don't give a fuck. Stop talking about her like that.
Bro, you are on some crazy
Stop
bullshit,
telling her business. This is so disrespectful. Stop telling her business.
Bullshit, man.
Stop telling her business. You're not the victim in that.
I am, bro. I didn't have a father growing up because of that shit.
Right, and she lost her fucking dignity. So anyway, you're not the fucking victim. Patsy, thank you so much for the flying jets. I'm sorry that I can't get excited, but this is fucking disgusting. Stop tokenizing your mother's fucking trauma to prove your dumbass point. Joseph, thank you so much for, like, as a victim of SA, like, chill that shit out. Chill it out. You're not the victim. You're not. No, you're. Oh, now it's about you. Stop it. Catherine, thank you so much for the $25 Venmo. Stop it.
It's not about me, but it's about
Stop
you,
it.
right?
Stop it. It's not about me either. Stop it.
You as well?
Stop it. Stop it. What you're doing right now, stop it. What you're doing right now is disgusting and distasteful. Stop it.
Why do you act like a victim?
Stop
Why
it.
do you act like a victim?
I'm not acting like a victim. Stop. I'm telling you to stop. All right?
Like, do you have the power?
If you care, honey, if you care about rape, then you must care about consent. I'm telling you to stop. I am telling you to stop. I am telling you to stop.
I ain't gonna ask consent.
I am telling you to stop. I am telling you to stop. I am telling you to stop.
You can kick me off.
Oh no. Oh, chat. Oh no. Oh no, chat. Bullshit. The person who cares about consent suddenly doesn't care about consent. It must be why you're voting for a rapist then.
Might be, yeah. It might be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like father, like son, huh?
Did you know he was acquitted?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. It was in a civil court.
Well, he wasn't acquitted. He wasn't acquitted.
Yes, he was.
He literally had to pay $5 million.
Then why did his court case go so well and he's not in prison right now?
Because he hasn't been convicted yet. He's gonna be. Literally the reason that he's running right now is just so he can make sure he doesn't go to prison. Right? He's about to be tried in September.
So how does that? Okay, so if he gets tried, right, and he hasn't already been acquitted, according to you, if he gets tried and put in prison and he still wins, how is that going to make you feel?
He's not going to win.
Is he not? Okay, Tashika, I'm going to message you probably December.
Ew.
And I'm going to send you laughing emojis and saying, remember what you said August 16th of 2024? This is insane. Your lady that you voted
He's winning in none of the swing states. He's only winning in, like, what, 3 out of all of them? Not even 3, 2? She's either ahead of him or they're equal.
If he's not winning, Trump is going to win, you are on some.
There's not a single polling that gives any credence to that.
You are on something if you don't think he's going to win.
I guess I'm on one because he's not going to. He's not winning. He's not winning by any stretch of the imagination.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Sure.
He doesn't.
Okay. Well, I mean, are you going to apologize to me in December if he does?
No. Apologize to your mother, though.
Okay. I'll make sure. I'll give you her number if you want it. You can apologize to her for me.
I can. Please do.
All right. I got you. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be glad to hear from someone who's voting for Kamala too.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be glad to hear that her son voted for a rapist.
Yeah, I'm sure she will because she's voting for the exact same person.
Oh, damn! She don't know no better either. Trump.
I guess not. But she was raped, so how does that? So if she was raped, she should vote for Kamala, right?
That's not how you pronounce her name.
I don't.
I'm actually super done with this conversation. You're disgusting.
I do not care about the pronunciation
then bye.
Kamala Harris's name.
Damn, like father, like son, huh, chat? Let's go on to the next person. How are you going to say you're a child of rape and then not care about consent? What's going on here? Hi, how old are you?
18.
What year were you born?
06.
Okay, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
Fuck no.
Oh, the question asked, why are you voting for Trump?
Oh, fuck. I just wanted to get on here while he was on here because that was fun.
That's never going to happen. That's my job. I got you, though. If I don't know you, you're never going to come on my platform. Like, it's not. That's not how that works. But I appreciate you. Hi, how old are you? Hello, Caitlin? All right, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more debates in. Right now... Together we are TikTok believers. Bradley! What the fuck? That scared the shit out of me! I want to see nothing but W. Bradley's in the chat. I want to see nothing but W. Bradley's in the fucking chat right now. Spam W. Bradley right now. I want to see 500 W. Bradleys pop up on my screen right now. Right now. Oh my god.
W. Bradley, for real.
Bradley, you trying to be number 25?
Number 25 of what?
Bradley knows the answer to that.
Damn. Well, I just joined the live.
Anyway, are you voting for Donald Trump?
I am, yes.
Why is that?
I think just if I personally look at how the economy was and how affordable things were for me back then, and the transition I've had into becoming an adult versus when he was president last, I've had a lot more to think about the past 4 years since Biden's been president, such as I had to move out from my parents and actually become independent, start paying for all of my own things, including insurance, rent, groceries, normal things that people have to pay for. And I think there's just a really polar difference in the cost of everything back then versus the cost of things right now.
Right, so what policy did he pass to cause this?
I think there were a lot. What policies specifically?
The one that he passed that helped you.
I mean,
the ones that caused a jump in economy.
Right, I mentioned like 7 things, and I
think but you mentioned things that happened in your personal life. That's not what I asked. I asked what policies did he pass to cause this?
To cause a better economy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the cost of tariffs that he charges other countries.
That caused an inflation on goods that were sent to America.
What?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Where is that statistic?
What is a tariff?
The amount somebody pays on something based off if it's from another country and being exported into another country.
So if we put tariff on country, it costs more money to trade.
No, not exactly. We were paying significantly more than, for example, China in the amount on the tariff, and when he was president, we drastically changed that to where they were actually paying us more than we were paying them per export. So, I mean, you can look this up. I mean, I don't come on here and spew bullshit. I mean, do you live by yourself, I'm assuming?
No, I live with my family.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
Explains what? Explains what? Tomorrow, think of a $10 Venmo. Why did you leave? Do people think I live with my parents because I need to? I live with my parents because I love my parents. They're getting old. You think of how much I make from this shit? That I have to live with my parents? Bro, just say you don't fuck fuck with your parents, bro. Just you don't fuck with your parents. I fuck with my parents heavy. Bro, please stop. Hi, how old are you? My God, y'all are traumatized.
I'm 24.
Jesus Christ. Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, I'm planning on voting for Trump.
Why are you voting for Trump?
Well, for a few reasons. The first one's just going to be like, I think he has a better foreign relationship with a bunch of other countries, and
where'd you get that from?
Because he's the first president to ever go visit North Korea.
Oh, you mean the North Korea that resumed their nuclear testing and started testing their missiles closer to our allies? That's the respect that we're talking about now?
Yeah, I think that no matter what the other countries do, it's important to have that relationship.
But that means it didn't work.
You still need to go and have those relationships with them.
But we didn't have a relationship. If anything, it got worse.
Why do you think that it got worse?
Because they started testing their missiles closer to our allies. They laughed in his face. So what relationship are we talking about?
I'm talking about how Russia did not invade Ukraine. China did not further their agenda in other countries, and that we were able to coexist on a global scale on a much safer level. There wasn't war going on in the Middle East.
That's a lie.
Biggest peace treaty to ever exist in the Middle East.
Trump had a trade war with China as well as the Iran proxy war.
Yeah, 100%. But I'd much rather have a trade war.
Those are wars.
Than an actual war where people are dying.
Those are wars. There's also the fact that Biden ended the Afghanistan war.
That was already in progress, and that was
but Biden is the one that retracted these troops.
Biden
is the one that retracted. There's literally one less war under Biden than Trump.
If you're including trade wars, yeah, but
no, those are wars.
Yeah, I'm saying that trade wars are wars, and I'd much rather have those than people dying. Like I think that it's much because. Also, like, we don't even have to talk about wars at all. Like, there's other aspects. Yeah, I know, I did. But I'm saying, like, there's other avenues because I don't feel like we're getting anywhere on that. But, like, one of the main issues is economically at home. I think it's important that we're able to boom our energy independence.
Like, I'm silent right now because it's like he just forgot about Yemen. Like, hello? Hello?
I'm not saying that these things didn't happen, but there is.
Do you know how many people died in Yemen?
I don't know the exact number.
Dammer, thank you so much for the $10 cash app. How many people died in Yemen? How many people died when he called more drone strikes than Obama?
Too many. Like too many people dying. Like overall.
Damn.
I'm just saying, like,
holy fuck, dude. But these aren't wars. Holy fuck, dude.
I never said that they aren't like.
Anyway, move on to the next point.
Okay. Energy independence is extremely important for our economy back here at home. Like, if we're going to be able to go and grow our economy to the next level with everything that either AI is going to need or as we grow with technology, we're going to become more energy absorbative. And we need to be able to have that at home.
Energy absorbative? What do you mean by this?
Like so basically, our economy is going to need more energy to grow. That's just, we need more energy, and it's in our best interest.
What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking? You're just fucking. What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that we need to produce more energy here at home.
We're drilling more. We're drilling more under Biden than we ever have in U.S. history. Gas prices are lower by $1.60 on average. We're more energy independent than we ever have been.
You do understand
Trump outsourced more to China than Biden did.
You do understand that they shut down the pipeline from happening. They went.
It doesn't matter though, because we didn't. It was unnecessary and it posed an environmental risk.
That's what I'm saying. Like we are. It affected us way less. They are.
No, we're not. This is a lie.
They are anti-fracking.
There's not.
You can go back and watch all the speeches.
Camille with the 100. Oh shit! Jizzy, that's you with the $100 cash app. W just jizz in the chat. W Jizz in the chat. W Jizzy. W Jizzy. Thank you, mommy. Anyway, like I was saying before, you're fucking lying. You're lying.
Why do you like? I don't understand where you're getting from this. Like,
we're drilling more under Joe Biden.
Where are you getting this information?
Literally any source that talks about energy.
That you think that we're drilling more now?
We are
not. Like you understand like what the Green New Deal was, right?
That doesn't mean that we're not drilling more.
That the Green New Deal was putting a halt to drilling and fossil fuels in order to promote more green-related energy.
That doesn't mean we're not drilling more.
That's exactly what it means.
The Center for Biological Diversity, we have Politico, we have, let me see.
They want to stop drilling oil.
We have, let me see.
We are buying more foreign oil.
Yeah, we do that all the time.
Yeah, I understand we're still like there's
no, it's not to necessarily use the oil. We sell the oil to buy it back at a cheaper price.
100%. Like we buy oil from other places and then we are using that ourselves. And back
no,
it's about money. You think that we're buying the oil, bringing it back here, and then selling that same oil to other countries?
We upprice it.
That makes literally no sense.
That's how you make
You're
money.
paying for shipping. You're having to ship it all the way across. Like these are actual. Who are you selling this oil to at a higher price? Why would I buy United States oil if let's say you're saying United States is buying oil from, let's say, Iran, or like even we'll go and say Brazil or something like that. We're buying oil from them and then we're repackaging it and sending it to another country at a higher price. Like we're not drop shipping out here. Like I don't understand what your argument is with that. Like you're actually saying that we go buy other people's oil and sell it at a marked up value. I do not like that. Why wouldn't you tell me why another country would buy our oil then if they can buy it somewhere else cheaper?
Why are you asking me this?
Because you're the one making the claim.
That's what we do.
You're the one making the claim.
That's what we've always been doing.
No, it's not.
What are we talking about?
We've been increasing our own oil to sell that. And now we drained pretty much all of our oil reserves back when...
No, we haven't! We are drilling more under Joe Biden than we ever have. Us selling other like, I don't know what they call them. I'm just call it crates or some shit. I don't fucking know what they call it. They buy it at a higher price. It's about money. It's not about the oil supply. It's about money. That's how we make money.
Yeah, but the overall oil supply is what dictates do you know who OPEC is?
Yeah.
So OPEC gets together and they set a price per barrel of what they're going to charge the oil to be. Okay? And that's what everyone sells everything off of. And do you know what our dollar is backed by? Because it's not gold. It's backed by oil. And so when we have a stronger set, when we don't have to buy oil from other countries and we produce our own oil, that increases the value of our dollar because we're saying, hey, you can only buy certain things with the dollar. And so it makes more sense for us to go and produce our own oil than for us to buy it from somewhere else.
What is your point here? Like, do I even give a shit?
I think that you should give a shit about where we're buying and producing our oil because it's the backbone
You're talking.
of our economy.
You're talking about the production of oil in America. We produce more. That is just a fact. We are the most energy independent we've ever been.
Okay. Let me paint it like this.
What does this have to do with why you're voting for Trump?
What I'm saying is okay, we can produce way more than what we currently are. At our total capacity, we maybe, I don't know I'm saying we may be producing more than we ever have, okay? Because the demand that we need is there, but we are not at the level in which we're not maxing out what our total level of production is.
Why do I don't give a fuck.
Because it's going to
Why are you voting for Trump?
Because it's going to make gas prices cheaper. It's going to make more jobs.
Why are you voting for Trump? We're already doing this and he didn't do this. Gas prices were higher. What the fuck are you talking about?
Gas prices were not higher.
They literally were. We're literally meeting the criteria in which you are describing right now. Gas prices on average are lower by $1.60.
I don't know where you live to where that's the case, but like
gas prices on average are lowered by $1.60. Average implies that the entire USA has been taken into account.
Like I can go back. Okay, like I can only say like the reason why I'm voting for Trump is because in my area that's not the case.
Well, in your area, you may be driving a gas guzzling piece of shit car,
no, I drive a Toyota,
Also, right. It's going to be based off of where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the president has nothing to do with gas prices.
You're asking why I'm voting for Trump.
The president has nothing to do with gas prices, right?
You just made a whole argument on why Biden made gas prices better.
They can.
Now you're saying
I can tell you why. I can tell you why. Right? The president does not control gas prices. There are particular things in which he can do to help with gas prices.
Yeah.
He does not control gas prices.
Yeah. Okay,
I just told you what Biden. I'm not done speaking. I'm not done speaking. Right. So if this is the case, I just told you what Biden has done. Right, to improve these gas prices. What has Trump done?
Trump has helped make America a safer place in general. You think that there was so much going on here where
violent crime was up under Trump
in democratic cities?
No, that's explicitly false. That's explicitly false. That's explicitly false. That's explicitly false. It was in Republican-based cities.
What do you call Minneapolis burning down? Like.
Right. So a single riot is not
Seattle.
all of violent crime.
You have Seattle, where a whole section of the city just says, we're done.
That's so crazy, and yet y'all still outperformed us. So go off.
Because they're also talking about how like they want to. That whole section was all about defunding the police.
I'm not gonna. You don't know what defund the police means. So anyway, I don't know why you just pivoted so hard.
I mean, you're just because you're.
I asked you what policy did he pass to help with gas prices, and now you're talking about fucking violent crime.
Well, because I'm bringing forth you're asking about my reasonings for why.
I'm asking because I need you. No, here's what's going to happen. Either you're going to be able to follow a conversation, or I'm not going to talk to you. Right. So, like I was asking you before, in terms of gun prices, but we can get to violent crime.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
But in terms of gas prices, what policies did he pass?
It's increasing the amount of production.
What policy? With what? With what? With what? When did he do this and why? What is it called?
I can't give you the exact policies. And I mean, I'm sure you can't give me the exact policy that Biden passed to make sure that he produced more oil as well. Like, you don't know that exact policy, do you? No, like you're just going off of what your experience is through this.
I'm not going off of what my experiences is. I'm going off of what the Department of Energy says. Right? We are drilling more under Biden. He incentivized for us to be using our oil reserves. This is what brought down our gas prices.
Yeah, 100%. You said he incentivized for us to be using our oil reserves, and I just said that I have a big problem with that.
So what did Trump do?
He didn't drain our oil reserves. That's a massive flaw.
It didn't drain our oil reserves.
You just said
it didn't drain anything.
He incentivized the use of using our oil reserves.
Okay.
That's what you just said. And I'm saying that that's a really big problem.
You're using the word drain as if he used all of it. No.
Okay. If you don't have to drain something completely for it, like the word
we were in a crisis.
Like
we were in a crisis.
He used it.
We were in a crisis.
He used it.
They're supposed to be used. We were in a crisis.
There's other options that can be done. We can't.
No, that was the option. That was the option.
there's increasing production would still meet.
We're still producing more than Trump.
See, we're just not going to be. We're on a we're not moving past that point because you don't have anything to back up what you're saying.
The White House Biden achievements from the Whitehouse.gov, but go off.
Like, I mean, is there another point that you want to move on to? Because
I literally just gave you the source, the literal White House.
Yeah, whitehouse.gov. What does it say there?
Let's see. Thanks to the president's action, including a historic release from Strategic Petroleum Reserve, gas prices were down more than $1.60 from their summer 2022 peak.
Yep.
This is from the White House.
Yeah. We're on understanding that, he did use our strategic oil reserve. Yeah.
Right. And so, yeah. And so also given the fact that we are drilling more than we ever have in U.S. history, it was perfectly fine.
That point, that we're drilling more than we ever have.
Right, the Center for Biological Diversity, Politico, literally any source about energy in this country.
Yeah, show me that. Like, if you bring a point that
hey, we like some pussy. Okay, so I just gave you 2.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I don't have a laptop right now, and it seems like you.
Then I can't wipe your ass for you.
All right, all right, whatever. So you're saying the Center for what?
Let's just grab this. Oh fuck. What did I say? Did I say the fucking?
I mean,
but yeah. Anyway, so like I was saying before, there is one from the Center for Biological Diversity. Biden administration's oil gas drilling approvals outpace Trump's. There is one from Energy Wire. Biden administration oil drilling permits outpace Trump. There's one from factcheck.org.
So the permits are outpacing how many people they're allowing to drill. Okay. I mean, that's the thing is what I'm saying is you have an opportunity here. If you can make your case, I'll 100%, I'll stop making that case to other people. I'm not opposed to switching my viewpoint if the information is presented before me, So the other reasons why I'm currently voting for Trump is I genuinely feel like my overall, the economy as far as job availability goes, I felt like it was much better from the years 2016 to 2020 than it has been from over the course of the past 4 years. And I think that that's strictly due to the fact that we don't have any DEI that was going on then.
Oh my fucking God, just say the N-word, bro.
My disagreement. Okay, first off,
racist.
I'm Mexican. Okay,
Mexicans can be racist. No one gives a fuck.
No, so can blacks. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Just say the N-word. You're a fucking joke.
You just told me that everyone can be racist.
Boring as fuck. It's black people. You know what? I'm not gonna say that shit.
What? Do you not say Mexicans?
That's a type of person.
This live is for educational purposes only. We do not tolerate harassment or bullying of any kind.
Anyway, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about here. It's black people, not blacks, you racist fuck.
All right, whatever.
It's not whatever. It's black people. If I hear you say that bullshit again, I'm gonna kick you out of the live, put you back in the pen.
They're black people.
All right, good job, good boy.
Yeah, whatever it is that you want.
I don't know why you're getting so annoyed that I'm asking you to call people people.
No, okay.
All right, then stop bitching. Okay, it's black people.
Okay, all right. Black people. All right, I didn't realize that it was a trigger point.
It wasn't. It's not a trigger point. You're
I don't mean
purposely removing.
I don't mean any disrespect.
Well, you don't need to mean anything.
Okay.
You're purposely stop fucking talking. You are purposely removing the personhood. I'm not a fucking cigarette. We're not a gang. It's black people.
Yeah, black people.
Weird as fuck. Now, go ahead with that.
Okay. Like, I think that we should have whoever is the best person for the job needs to be getting that job. And I think
that's what happens. What is a DEI hire? Just say the N word. You're just being racist.
No.
Them already thinking someone for the $10 cash app.
A DEI hire is hiring based upon other factors. Because I believe the same as like Martin Luther King Jr. and it shouldn't be.
Do not ever cite Martin Luther King Jr. in your fucking
First off, you should totally use all sorts of individuals.
Do not ever cite Martin Luther King Jr. in your fucking
It's not about the color of your skin, but the content of your character.
Do not ever, and they killed that man. That's not even.
Yeah, they did.
That's not
100%. They did.
Do not ever cite that man a day in your life. Do not do it. Do not do it. You don't get to tokenize Martin Luther King when they assassinated the man. Okay? You don't get to do that. My person?
I said he's still a good person.
Right, a person who did not believe in peace by the time he died. So don't cite him.
What
you don't know anything about him. Don't cite him.
You're saying that he didn't want peace by the time that he died?
He did not.
All right. Like,
quite literally because people like you will use his name in vain like this. He quite literally said it's people like you who use his name and tokenize him. He did not believe in peace by the time he died.
I mean, I don't think that him.
Go read up on it.
I will read about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
He was fucking heavy with Malcolm X. He was fucking heavy with the Maroons. He was fucking heavy with all of them. He did not believe in peace. So let's not cite him, okay?
Yeah. No, like I'll certainly read about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So then,
he was very much over at Penelope.
All right. So then, other than, I want more jobs to come back to the United States, and I think
more jobs have come back to the United States. Trump outsourced more than Biden did.
We're at a stage now where we lost a lot more.
No.
I don't understand where you're getting
the economy lost 3 trillion jobs under Trump. Unemployment rate increased to 6.4.
And that's largely due to COVID. So many small businesses had to shut down.
And yet after COVID, when Biden inherited this economy.
Okay. So what is it that Kamala, what is it that she's done that makes you, because a lot of the stuff that we're going off of, I think that you say Kamala, I think that they basically organized a coup on Biden, and no one actually got to vote for her.
No. Like, you don't get to talk about coups when your candidate tried to stage a coup. That is what January 6th is what a coup looks like.
No. Like what?
No, Biden sitting. No.
Biden went and he said
Biden sitting down.
No.
The
DNC told him to step down. So he stepped down.
No, that is still his decision. They cannot legally force him out of the presidency. They sat him down. They looked at the polling numbers. It wasn't looking good, and he did what, and I think was a very righteous choice. He did what he thought was right for the American people. Yeah. He listened to the American people and put someone in that they would like more. All of this, they showed him all of this. All of the stats say that they would prefer, that people, the general public, would prefer a generic Democrat compared it to Biden 100%. Because his main, I'm not done speaking.
Okay.
Because his main critique was his age, not his policy. People do not have a problem with his policy. People do not have a problem with the Democratic Party. People had a problem with the fact that he's almost 90 goddamn years old, right? Kamala is a generic Democrat.
Yeah.
People like Kamala.
I mean,
that is the only thing.
Okay.
They did not stage a coup against the president of the United States.
Okay.
Your candidate tried to stage a coup.
Okay.
Not the Democratic Party. Let's not get it twisted.
All right. Let me further expand upon my thought process here. Okay. So he was told by the Democratic National Convention to go and step down because of all the reasons that you listed, and rightfully so, he stepped down. Okay. The issue that I have is that Kamala Harris was just put into place. There was no vote.
She was vice president.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is
that means there was a vote. You don't become vice president.
But what I'm saying is she's running as their vote for the 2024 election.
Democratic nominee. Yeah. She's vice president.
There was no vote on it.
There was a vote on it.
That's not the way that we normally work. Like,
there was a vote on it. She's vice president.
Just because you were the vice president.
That's exactly what that means. She was already voted in.
No, you have to go through the steps and actually.
She did go through the steps. She doesn't have to do it again.
That's why we have that's why we.
She
vote.
did. She already went through the steps. She already went through the primaries.
You do it once doesn't mean you don't have to do it again.
You quite literally only have to do it once. So
that doesn't make
Then take it up with your fucking legislators, because that's how it works.
You're saying that you don't.
I don't know why you're blaming Kamala for this. She didn't make up these fucking rules.
I'm not saying I'm saying that the people who are Democrats should have more option than to be forced to vote for Kamala Harris, because
they're not forced to do anything. They already voted for her the first time.
She was chosen.
You do. It's the Biden. Hey, genius. It's the Biden Harris administration.
Yes.
They already voted her in.
No, but the vice president is not voted on by the people.
Yes, they are. They're the vice president.
They are nominated. They are nominated by state.
Right. And then when people vote for the president, and then when people vote for the president, they're voting for the vice president as well. That's why Trump and Vance are fucking failing right now. People don't like Vance.
Yeah.
So you're voting for both.
You are voting for both, but it's for that term.
No.
You think that term is?
She's already done all the work. That's how it always has been.
We have never had a point like this where this has happened, where the president is still in office, steps down while he's still in office.
He didn't step down, he's still the president.
Yeah, he's still the president, but he's removed himself from candidacy for this upcoming election.
Okay.
And they've just
that's what vice president. That's what vice presidents are for. Like JFK.
They're for taking over in office right away. They're not for not having a convention where people can vote.
They already did.
If the previous president can't run for office, the next time around, then the vice president goes to the national convention and they make their point. They still have to talk.
It's literally in 3 days, but go off.
It's frustrating to see that people aren't able to have a choice on who they want to vote for.
Literally in 3 days.
They've already shoved her into that position.
It's literally in 3 days.
What are you saying with it's literally 3 days?
The convention is literally in 3 days.
And they're going to vote on whoever they want to send? Are they going to have
it's going to be the way it's always been, genius.
Are they going to have debates?
That's all. Why would they, why if it's the DNC convention?
No, I get what you're saying.
Why would they have debate?
What I'm saying is not for the DNC convention. I'm saying that they should have had debates prior to the nominee. Trump still had to go and compete for his party's nominee.
You do realize that, in terms of debates, the Harris campaign asked Donald Trump to debate them, and his administration said no. They said that they didn't want to debate her until she became the actual Democratic candidate, and then she did, and they set it for September 10th.
Well, they set up 3 different avenues that they wanted.
No, it's September 10th.
Yeah, that's the one that they officially came to agreement on.
Yeah.
But the whole issue is that I have is that she hasn't had a chance. Well, there hasn't been a chance for everyone else to go and make a counter argument to her, for other voices to be heard. Because
other
now
voices
it's
have been
forcing
heard.
a certain group to just be the ones that have their voices heard. Because I'm sure a lot of people actually.
What certain
agree with
group
her.
is just because he's black? What's going on?
No,
here?
no. I'm saying a lot of people, I'm sure, agree with a lot of things that she's saying, but I'm sure not everyone that's a Democrat agrees with absolutely everything that she's saying.
You're not supposed to.
Exactly, and so that's why I'm saying that
That's never been the case. Hey genius. That's what voting is for, and that's why she's vice president.
That's what I'm saying. At least there's
no
an
one has ever
opportunity.
agreed with every single thing a candidate has ever done. You're bringing up something that's never happened in the history of America.
For people,
except for like Trump, you guys are like actually a cult. So
Trump had to work to become the Republican nominee. Okay, he had to have all these debates. He had to go around and talk to people. Kamala Harris hasn't had to do that.
It's Kamala, and she has done that. They just reject her because Trump is running.
It hasn't done it with
Trump ran from her for months.
There wasn't any other.
Trump ran from her for months.
He didn't have any other competition.
But Trump.
There was no one else that was running.
It was Donald Trump. Donald Trump
who
was
else
running.
was running for the Democratic nomination? No one.
Right.
Yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue.
Why is that an issue?
Because
she doesn't have control over that.
Yes, I know. I'm not blaming her for that.
Then why are you bringing
the Democratic
you're just
Party
talking
for that.
about shit that doesn't fucking matter.
You don't think that it matters?
No one
that
gives a
the
fuck.
Democrats get a vote for whoever they
No
want
one
to?
gives a fuck, brother. No one else feels the need to. This is such a non-issue.
You don't feel like other people want to run?
I don't give a fuck.
Why?
Then they should run. No one is stopping them from running.
They aren't having a debate.
No one is stopping anyone from running. What does this have to do with her or her policy? What does this even have to do with...
What are her policies?
Dude, you've made me drop 2,000 fucking people because you don't know what you're talking about.
What are her
2,000
policies?
people left because you're goddamn annoying.
What are her policies?
Dude, holy fuck. These policies have already been passed under the Biden administration. She says she wants to expand and continue these policies, as well as the fact that she has her own in mind, given gun policy, giving voter rights, a woman's right to choose. She's gone over this in every single rally.
What I've heard about the actual, like, I guess, giving females their rights. And I 100% agree with it. I don't think the government should ever be involved at all.
Why are you voting for Trump, dude? Why are you voting for Trump?
Because economically and foreignly, I think that we're at a stage now with these wars and how hostile it is that it was
hostile. We had wars and it was hostile under Trump as well.
No.
Okay, so Yemen didn't happen. The Iran proxy war didn't happen. The Chinese war didn't happen.
No new wars were started under Trump. Wars were currently going on, yeah, but they were not started.
Yeah, the U.S. didn't start any wars either.
Yeah, that's what
under Biden administration.
No,
we didn't start any wars either.
Wars, period, were started.
That doesn't mean that it was Trump's fault, genius. What the fuck are you talking about? Why do y'all keep bringing this shit up? What are you talking about?
Because you just asked me, like, well, why are you voting for him?
You're bringing shit up that he had nothing to do with.
He has everything to do with foreign relations.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
That's
because we were not in war. President. We're not in war with anyone right now.
We're constantly in war. We're just in economic.
No, we're not.
We're in war.
What do
you call us sending financial aid?
Foreign aid.
Yeah.
Foreign aid is not being in war. That's not what war
I'm
means.
saying there are wars going on that we are involved in. Okay.
We're always involved in every fucking geopolitical issue. We are the strongest country in the world.
But there were not.
And if you're going to hold it by this logic, you're gonna have to say that we were in wars under Trump as well.
Okay. There weren't any new wars that started.
You don't have any evidence that has anything to do with Trump.
There weren't any wars.
I don't give a fuck what happened under Trump. You have no evidence that it was not happening because of Trump.
He's the absence of him, I think, proves
no, that's not. That's called a correlation causation fallacy. That's not proof. Please go back to school. Because if you're going to hold to this fucking idea, you're going to have to say that COVID was Trump's fault. And it's not.
No, yeah.
Okay, then. So just because he was in presidency doesn't mean that it was his
the best
fault.
way they could have, but I think that like a lot of people ended up losing lives.
Get this. I was gonna say a really bad word. Get out. Ma, let's kick him. I'm done with this conversation. I'm done. I don't even know if I should restart. Everybody come back. Yo, tell your friends to come back. Tell everybody to come back. And tell everybody, I don't know why I gave them. Tell everybody to come back. Tell everybody to come back. Share it to your friends. Tell everybody to come back. Tell everybody to come back. Hey, come back. He's gone. Chad. Tell everybody to come back. Come back, y'all. Come back. Please. Please. Everybody come back. Everybody come back. We alright. We alright. Everybody come back. Everybody come back. Goddamn. 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 Call the people. Now people say hallelujah in the chat. Oh my god. I don't even know. I don't. Oh my god. Why did I do that? Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing that shit, brother? Why do I keep doing that shit? I stick on them for so long. I'm so sad right now, chat. Hi, how old are you? Angela!
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't really mean to actually get in this.
It's okay. That's okay. Let's go to the next person.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I really should... Chad, should we restart? Should we restart, chat? Should we restart? Yeah, we should restart. I'll be right back, y'all. Follow me. Follow me, turn on the bell. Follow me. I'm gonna lose my shit. How old are you?
24.
Cool. Are you voting for Trump?
Yep.
Why is that?
Because I like his immigration policy.
And that would be?
Deporting over 1 million illegal immigrants as soon as he gets in.
Oh, how is he gonna do that?
I don't know how he's gonna do it, but that's his policy.
Yeah, but no, he's gonna have to tell you how we're gonna do that. He's just saying shit.
You don't believe it?
Is he gonna go door to door and ask people for their papers? If anything, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you, my love. Because that's not how that works.
Let me ask you what your favorite policy is for Harris.
For Harris?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Harris's policies under the Biden administration, I think my favorite one would definitely be the Inflation Reduction Act.
Which is?
Capping out out-of-pocket drug costs, as well as allowing for Medicaid to, reason with, these companies that make these medicines.
Okay. What about Kamala Harris's?
Kamala. I don't know why I don't know how to read. It's Kamala.
Okay. Thanks for correcting me.
Thank you. I'm so sad. I'm so sad, chat.
Death row.
Yeah, so I couldn't hear you when you leave the app.
You there?
Yeah, I can hear you now, but you have to repeat yourself.
Okay, what do you think about the 2 people she put on death row?
Damn, that's so crazy. What about him?
You know what I'm talking about or no?
What about him?
How she withheld information to get them off death row?
No.
Not buying it?
That's just false.
How so?
Because the information wouldn't have gotten them off death row. They had already done all the tests they needed to do. The guy was guilty.
But he was let off. So how was he guilty?
Where was he let off? Who are you talking about?
I could pull up his name for you.
Please do.
Hang on.
Like, where the fuck did this come from?
Jamal True Love is his name.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, not the... He's an actor? The actor?
If you look up Jamal True Love and Kamala Harris, it'll come right up for you.
I did.
You see it?
The guy was on death row.
Yes. I don't know. I don't know if you ever heard
You
of
don't-
that.
you don't
but it's
know.
something to look into.
He was not on death row.
So what was he on for? How many years?
Let me see. San Francisco resident who was wrongfully convicted of murder in 2010 was sentenced to 50 years to life in prison. Again, attention to the circumstance of his wrongful conviction, which involved police misconduct and unreliable witness testimony. He spent over 6 years in prison before his conviction was overturned in 2014, by California Appeals Court. Okay.
And then there's the other one, Kevin Cooper, which I'm sure you know about that one. I think that was the death row one.
Why do I care?
Oh, just because she withheld evidence from him, and it's out there.
And you said Kevin Cooper?
Yeah, that's his name. I actually was in here maybe a few days ago when you were.
I know.
looking it up.
So where's the evidence? There's no evidence that you withheld anything. Jamal True Love's case is connected to Kamala Harris because she was the Attorney General of California when his wrongful conviction was overturned. Although Harris was not directly involved in persecuting True Love, her office defended the conviction during the appeal process. Oh, did her job. So, what about it? What about Kevin Cooper?
Kevin Cooper was the death row one, but you already said that.
Right, so...
I thought her putting in multiple people in for marijuana, arresting them.
You can source that up too, because I don't know where the fuck y'all are getting this from.
I think it was like 1,930 people.
No, you can source it up.
And then we'll go back to gas pricing with Trump.
I said you can source it up. Because this whole Kevin Cooper thing is bullshit. He's still in jail. Because he's guilty. Y'all are mad because a guilty man's in jail.
As soon as I look up the marijuana one, it says 1,900. Which I don't really believe in, so.
What are you doing?
What was that?
What are you doing?
I'm working.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're just saying random shit. What is your point?
Why would I vote for someone who would put that many people away from marijuana charges? It's kind of
She
crazy.
didn't. She didn't.
How do you figure that? I just looked it up.
Right, so where is it from? You're just reading random shit. You're not telling me where you got it from.
Okay.
Right, so Kamala Harris's office was involved in the prosecution of Schweed-related cases during her tenure as a district attorney. By the way, chat, I just want to let you guys know, these people were breaking the law. Before you even say anything, I just want chat to understand. I don't care how serious you think drug charges are. They broke the law. They went to jail. Anyway, so of San Francisco from 2004 to 2011, according to records, approximately 1,900 people were prosecuted for these offenses while she was district attorney. However, the context and details surrounding these prosecutions are important to understand. During her time as district attorney, Harris's office did prosecute individuals for these drug-related cases, which was consistent with California state law at the time. Y'all are getting mad at her for doing her fucking job. Why are we getting mad at her for doing her job?
I just don't agree with arresting people for pot in general.
Okay, then what does that have to do with her?
Because she did.
That's her job. Her job was to defend the law. It was California state law. These people got in trouble, they got in trouble. These people broke the law, they got in trouble. Do you know what the Back on Track initiative is?
No, what's that?
The Back on Track initiative is what she would do to help these people who got in trouble with the law. Instead of sending them to jail, she would put them into mentoring programs. Build up their credit, give them training for jobs, and then when they, I'm not done speaking. And then once they finish this program, they would expunge their record.
Okay, now was that done inside the jail?
They didn't go to jail.
So how did she do it? I'm asking specific.
Right, so people who were founded on these low-level crimes, instead of sending them to jail, they sent them to rehabilitation programs. I don't understand this fucking talking point. These people broke the law. They broke the law. I'm not gonna shit on her because you think a certain law isn't as important. They broke the law. Her job was to defend the law, and they faced the consequences for breaking the law. W doing your job? Chat, W doing your job? W for fucking doing your job? Shaq Fu! Thank you for the $20 cash app. W for doing your fucking job and doing it well. W doing your job, chat? Thank you for the $20 cash app, Shaq Fu. Get it together. Let's talk about your candidate doing his job. How about that? Right. So, what policy did Trump pass that you want to vote for him for?
He was drilling like crazy. Economy was booming.
No, it was not.
It definitely was.
It definitely wasn't. Let's go over and read his. Let's go ahead and read his Trump's final numbers after his presidency. The economy lost 1.7 million jobs. The unemployment rate increased by 1.7%, leading it up to 6.4%. Paychecks grew faster than inflation. You know, it's fine, right?
I think he had the Tax Reduction Act.
The Tax Reduction Act gave 80% of their tax reductions to the ultra wealthy who did not need them. The international trade deficit Trump promised to reduce went up. It increased by 36%.
Are you just going off the chart, or are you going off real life?
I'm going off of his numbers.
Off of his numbers on what?
His presidency. How what he did affected the economy.
I'm asking your source.
This is from factcheck.org.
Factcheck.org. I don't know. I feel like multiple people who come in here, when they speak with you, they're telling you about their personal issues and how they.
And I don't give a fuck about their personal issues and how they don't know how to handle money and how they don't know how to buy a car and how they don't know how to stop guzzling gas more than a corn star guzzles skeets. Sammy, thanks so much for the $5 cash app. I don't care, right?
But that's the thing.
Policies don't affect. I'm not done. Policies do not affect everyone. They don't help everyone. That's not how that works. That's not how that's ever worked. And for you to assume that that's how it's supposed to be, you just don't know shit about policy. You don't know shit about how the government works. We could be in the best economic state we've ever been in. People are still going to be poor. People are still going to go bankrupt. So a person's personal experiences don't actually mean anything. Yeah, should that person get help? 100%. That doesn't mean that the economy is in shambles just because they're in credit debt. So anyway, so let's look at the numbers overall. So what policies did he pass? Don't look it up. Matter of fact, look it up. Look it up. Go look it up.
You told me.
I don't care. I don't care. Go look it up. Just go look it up. Illegal immigration increased. Coal production declined. Coal mining jobs dropped by 25%. The number of people lacking health insurance rose by 3 million. The federal debt held by the public went up from 14.4 trillion to 21.6 trillion. Damn. The economic growth rate lessened by 2.2%. Murder rate increased. Manufacturing jobs decreased. Did you find one? You want me to move on and give you some time and I can bring you back up? Under President Biden, the economy added 15.2 million jobs. That's 6 million higher than before the pandemic. The employment rate dropped back and it stayed lower than any time during the previous administration. Hey, Tiggs. Tiggs, real quick, come back. Come back, Tig. Tiggy Tig. DJ Tiggy Tig. Tiggies. I gotta move on, Tiggs. Oh, he left. Let's go on to the next person. Okay. All right. I'm getting a little bit tired. We're in like the last hour of the live. I'm getting a little bit eepy.
Hello?
Getting a little eepy chat. Hi, how old are you?
26.
Cool. So, are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
And why is that?
I've been born and raised Republican, and just based off of the quality of life I've lived with a Republican in office, and I'm not necessarily voting because he's Republican. I vote because my views align with his views. So it's not more of a Republican versus Democrat. Huh?
The views of racism?
Do you mind if I finish my thought and then we can?
I'm just thinking out loud. Go ahead.
Well, I guess I can approach that. I knew that was going to be pulled pretty quickly. Can you give me any history of him blatantly being racist?
This is my favorite topic. Let's go ahead.
Yes.
Let's go ahead. 1973, the U.S. Department of Justice sued the Trump Management Corporation for violation of the Fair Housing Act. Federal officials found evidence that Trump had refused to rent to black tenants and lied to black applicants about whether or not apartments were available. Trump said the federal government was trying to get him to rent to welfare recipients. Yuck. Anyway, 1980s, Kit Brown, a former employee at Trump's castle, accused another one of Trump's businesses of discrimination. When Donald and Ivana came to the casino, the bosses would order all the black people off the floor. Goddamn. 1989, a controversial case characterized as a modern-day lynching for black teenagers. The Central Park. I'm not done speaking. I'm not done speaking. No, let's keep going. Nah, I can. You interrupted me just now. The Central Park Five, he said, bring back the death penalty. Even though all the evidence said that these kids were innocent, he's never apologized for it to this day. 1981. John O'Donnell, former President Trump Plaza Hotel Casino in Atlantic City, quoted Trump's criticism of a black accountant. He is quoted saying, "Black guys counting my money. I hate it. The only kind of people I want counting my money are short guys that wear yarmulkes all day. I think that guy is lazy, and it's probably not his fault because laziness is a trait in blacks. It really is. I believe that. It's not something they can control. Oh my God." And then he also said, the stuff O'Donnell wrote about me is probably true when talking about the book. Goddamn, 1982, the Trump Plaza Hotel had to pay a $200,000 fine because it transferred black and women dealers off tables to accommodate for the big time gamblers' prejudices. 1983, a congressional testimony. Trump Trump said that some Native American reservations operating casinos shouldn't be allowed to because he's quoted saying they don't look Indian to me. Should I keep going or should we get more recent?
Respectfully, I'd like to speak a little bit if that's okay with you.
Should I get more recent? Should I get to last week?
I was gonna say all those that you just listed you weren't even thought of, like you weren't born. So I was
alive last week though. Actually I was alive last week.
If you don't vote for me, you're not black. Huh,
okay,
that's not racist at all.
Man, good thing he's not running anymore. So anyway,
good thing Kamala's not even black. She's Indian.
She's both. And you're being racist right now.
Her DNA does not show that.
When has anyone ever tested her DNA? Her father's a whole black man from Jamaica.
Jamaicans don't consider themselves black.
Yes, we do. I'm Jamaican.
I'm talking about as a whole. The Jamaicans do not consider themselves black.
Jamaicans do consider themselves black. Black Jamaicans are black.
So if I can listen to a bunch of Jamaicans say we don't consider ourselves black, but because you say you do,
we don't consider ourselves African American. Because you need to be American and black to be African American.
No, I that was a good point. I agree with that.
Right. Jamaican doesn't mean black. Black means black.
Well, the color of your skin doesn't make you black.
Jamaicans Right, because race isn't real, but Jamaicans who are black are black.
But don't sit there and say that I'm racist. You don't even know me.
Anyway, you are. Anyway, because you're talking about her race, no one gives a fuck. no one cares but you.
Let's move on.
Yeah, please.
So
let's
why I'm voting for Trump.
You somehow don't even understand how being biracial works. You're racist as fuck. Anyway, you want to say you said that before that I wasn't, that I wasn't born when Trump was being racist. Yeah. Oh well, I was indeed born last week, so let's go ahead and pull that shit up because you seem to think that he changed. Hey, Kimberly, thank you so much for the $19.50. How am I making a fool out of myself? Oh, you're mad. Oh. Anyway. Get it together. Get it together. Hi, how old are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Thank you for the gifts, y'all. Cool, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Why? Foreign policy, the power that he holds when he speaks.
That power that he was speaking with last night. Amanda, thank you so much for the travel with you. So what
Can I ask
foreign policy?
you something?
Mark, thank you so much for the sub. No, what foreign policy?
What foreign policy?
Mm-hmm.
When he was speaking to the people in Afghanistan.
That's not foreign policy.
What are you talking about? Adding trade inspections?
What policy?
I can't directly give you a policy right now because you're looking at a spreadsheet and Googling everything.
I'm actually not. A lot of what I say is off the dome. I just have my shit ready.
Okay, fair enough. All right, can I ask you a question?
No. Find a source. Because you just made a claim.
I'm not going to sit here and go and Google to find you a source.
Oh, you're not going to sit here anyway. I'm just going to kick you.
So I can't narrate at all? Like you have to...
That's not what narrate doesn't mean what you think it means. Narrate doesn't mean just talk. Narrate means, whatever. You made a claim.
Okay.
Source it.
Source it.
Yeah. You can. It's not going to kick you from the live. Scroll out of the app and source it up.
Hold on.
Good. Thank you so much for the sub.
All right, here's one. So, trade tariffs with China. All of our major goods being made, from Apple products to shoes to the headphones you're wearing, the jacket you're wearing.
Okay. Okay. What do you like about it?
I mean, it benefits us in every way.
How?
Well, what do you mean? They're making the product and shipping it for free. Why not tax them on it?
What?
That's what a trade tariff is. It's taxing incoming goods.
I know, but what were the outcomes of this?
I mean, we made upwards of $200 billion.
So his tariffs led to higher price. The tariffs on importing goods such as steel, aluminum, and consumer products from China led to higher prices for both consumers and businesses. Companies that relied on imported materials faced increased costs, which were often passed on to consumers in the form of higher prices for goods like appliances, electronics, and vehicles. Impact on farmers, retaliation tariffs imposed by other countries, particularly China on the U.S. agricultural products, hurt American farmers. Exports for products like soybeans, pork, corn were reduced, meaning lower income for farmers and necessitating government subsidies to offset their losses.
Okay, so for example, you're speaking on prices.
I'm talking about the tariffs that you just described.
Yeah, and I'm going to switch it up a little bit because you're talking about the increasing of prices. our decrease in fracking and mining for oil has led to an increase in.
We have not decreased that.
What do you mean?
We're drilling more under Biden than we ever have in U.S. history.
For the first year of his presidency, they completely shut down pipelines, the manufacturing of pipelines,
and yet we're still drilling more, and that's so crazy.
And so, what? They're just taxing us more on our money, or are we buying Saudi barrels and then selling it to our people?
What the fuck? No, we're more energy independent than we ever have.
And let me. So, how do you feel about her not going to the Black National Journalist Convention, but Trump showing up? Did that
she
did a certain way?
No, she didn't need to. She was busy winning.
Why didn't she need to go? I mean, I feel like she
didn't need to go.
I feel like obviously I'm Caucasian. I'm not African American, but I would feel a certain type of way that my president or my future president candidate is not.
She was at a funeral. Yeah, but she was at a funeral though. She didn't need to go.
No, was this like a family member? I mean, obviously.
I don't give a fuck who it was for. She was at a funeral.
Okay.
So now what?
And what about her not going on live television for a debate and completely canceling it out?
She never canceled anything. She never canceled anything. That was all the Trump administration. They gave them 3 days. They set it on September 10th. Where have you been?
I guess under a fucking rock, but
yeah, you have been for sure. I didn't say it, you did. No, like the Harris administration has been trying to get a solidified date for the debate for months. It's the Trump administration.
Well, that's because they only want to do it on a Democratic network.
No, literally no. It's literally because the Trump administration wanted to do it on Fox in front of a live audience.
Exactly. Don't you think that would be any type of better? I mean,
no. Fox is a biased news source. They literally had multiple lawsuits for how biased they are. So no, it's the Trump administration, not the Harris administration. And even still, and regardless of all of this, she still agreed to his terms. So.
Okay.
Let's start reading books.
You made a point earlier, and you were speaking on the decrease of jobs, unemployment going up, right? I mean, do you think COVID has any type of correlation with what was going on? And most of those jobs being lost were in Democratic cities and states because of the mandates?
I'm sorry, say that first part again?
All right. During COVID, during 2019 and 2020, the last 2 years of President Trump's election, like his run, right? That's when you saw the major decrease in jobs, when you saw the increase of not like homelessness in a way, but people were homebound. There was no way to get to work.
Okay.
There was a correlation between COVID and that it skewed his numbers slightly.
Yeah, there definitely is, but this doesn't mean anything because during COVID, Biden saved the economy.
And all right, are you in a Democratic or a Republican state?
I'm in a key state. I'm in Pennsylvania.
You're in Pennsylvania. Okay. Now, were you in Pennsylvania? Now, I'm from Georgia.
I've lived in Pennsylvania my entire life.
Got you. Okay, cool. So, as a state, we operated perfectly fine through COVID because nobody honestly cared about it. Everybody saw it. It was just a cold, right?
And you were dying.
I mean, I was going to work every day with no mask on, so I don't know how I made it here. But my point is,
right, not everyone. Hey, genius. That's not how COVID works.
That's not how COVID. What I'm speaking on is the effects that it had when they were in place in mandates.
If you just didn't get it, that means you were just spreading the virus and you didn't know. So.
I mean,
it's a weird flex to say that you were literally had a hand in killing people, but go off.
I did not have a hand in killing anybody whatsoever.
You did.
I did.
You did.
Honestly, can't name one person in my proximity that I know that did die of that. Now, most cases,
Neither do I.
What's that?
Neither do I. That doesn't mean people didn't die.
Okay, most of the cases where people died of COVID was a pneumonia case where their immune system wasn't strong enough.
because COVID attacks your lungs.
That happens with a multitude of sicknesses from the flu,
it was happening.
Strep throat.
It was happening explicitly because of COVID. It was linked to it. That's why we call it COVID deaths. COVID
somebody made a great point. Masks were definitely proven to be ineffective.
No, they were never proven to be ineffective.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, they were. The particles, oh my God. A mask is not meant to stop you from breathing air. You can quite literally breathe anything. No,
it's not supposed to stop you from breathing air. I know.
Down to the molecular level, bro. A cell's getting through that with it's nothing.
Right, cells can probably get through the mask. Viruses most of the time cannot. That's the point. Oxygen is small enough to get through the mask.
Yes.
Viruses are not small enough to get through the mask. Water cells can barely get through the mask.
Why do surgeons wear masks? I mean, to obviously for hair, for spit, right?
No.
9 times out of 10, that's why they also put on gloves.
It's a two-way blocker. It's not only right. Gloves are to protect their germs from getting on the patient, and also the patient's germs from getting on them.
That's the main point of the mask, is to prevent it from going out.
It's to prevent you from transmitting to other people, and from other people transmitting to you, because you also have a mouth, but you also have a nose, and that is where COVID likes to sit. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
It goes through your nose, through your mouth, through your orifices. It is the same for other people who have those orifices.
Now, I can't exactly give you numbers, but I want to say,
when you speak, you are shooting out particles into the air by at least 7 feet, and breathe those.
Yes, yes, I understand that. That's like birds and pollen.
I'm lagging.
Or bees and pollen.
Hold on.
That's how it works. Yeah, you are just a bit.
Am I lagging now, chat? Am I good now?
It's getting smoother. It's still.
Chat, is there anyone who's a nurse that likes to? Is anyone a nurse that wants to come up and tell this fuck about masks? Am I lagging? Why am I lagging? I'm good now. Okay.
Okay, and how do you?
Let me see.
And what about like? I mean, the major widespread, like, you know, you have to go get a COVID shot. When even though you had a COVID shot and it would reduce or increase your immunity and reduce the risk of, like, what's the word? Like, you know, when you get sick and you have like what is that shit called? Like you're hold on, you gotta help me out with this one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either. All right, listen. So certain symptoms, there we go. So the COVID shot would decrease the symptoms or the risk of, you know, deadly symptoms. But although you would get the COVID shot, it would still be what?
That's not how vaccines work.
What do you mean? It helps your white blood cells fight it off.
Right, but it doesn't mean that you're not gonna get COVID or that you're not gonna have symptoms.
Yeah, but you can still transfer COVID even after you got a COVID shot.
I know you can do that with any. You can do that with any virus that a vaccine fights against.
So why was it so heavily?
You can still transfer polio and have the polio vaccine.
Okay. That doesn't help my claim at all. Why was that vaccine pushed so hard, yet it still was transmittable after getting the COVID shot?
Because vaccines are not supposed to make things not transmittable. That's not how vaccines work.
But it was promised. That was the main promise that they had.
That's never been a promise for any vaccine.
What do you mean? That was what they were pushing. It was literally on mainstream media, on multiple news sources.
It wasn't.
They were.
That's not how. What is a vaccine supposed to do?
A vaccine is supposed to increase your immune system to prevent the risk of contracting the virus. Now,
and how does it do that? And how does it? No. The point is for you to contract the virus when you have a vaccine.
Yes, it's a very small.
No, not even. The point is for when you get a vaccine, for you to be more likely to get the virus. Right? I'm going to tell you how vaccines work. Right?
Okay, educate me.
Right. They put something in your system that is similar to the virus that they want to fight off. Your body remembers what that looks like, right? You have specific cells in your body. Exactly. I'm not done speaking. You have specific cells. Okay. You have specific cells in your body that's entire job is to remember different types of I'm sorry, I don't remember what the difference is, but different types of viruses that your body comes into contact with every day. This way your body knows how to fight against particular viruses, right? The point of the vaccine is for you to be more likely to contract the virus in question, more than the person who is unable to get the vaccine. Vaccines are not just about you, they are a shield for the entire human population, right? So if more people get vaccinated, viruses are more likely to get into contact with them than the person who's immunocompromised. You are supposed to be a shield. The point is for you to catch the virus. The point is for you to catch the actual virus, and then your body kills the virus. You're not supposed to be immune.
Contradicting. Right?
No, it's not. That's how viruses work. What are you talking about?
I understand that that's how viruses work and that's how vaccinations are supposed to work. But why would we want to increase the risk of contracting said virus? And
no, you're not increasing the risk.
Yes, you are. You just said that we create ourselves as shields. Like you just said, yes, you get the vaccine and now you have a higher chance of contracting the virus, even though your white blood cells and your immune system.
I didn't say that you have a higher chance of contracting the virus. I said that the point is that if you catch the virus, it is more likely to die in your system than for a person who is immunocompromised to catch the virus and then die.
Okay.
You're not more likely to catch the virus. I'm saying that if more people get vaccinated, the rate in which people who are vaccinated catching the virus increases. And that means more people live even though they've caught the virus, and less people who are unable to get vaccinated die from catching the virus.
Okay. All right. And there's another point that you made. I never really hear anybody talk about this and how when we break up racism, and especially between the white and the black communities.
The pivot was insane.
What's up? No, I was going to make a point to the current presidency and his whole cabinet, right? So I guess I'll make 2 points here. So I believe it was like 1997, maybe even earlier, maybe 87 it was. I mean, the snippets of what Joe Biden was going on, it was 1994, I believe, the crime bill that he passed and his expression towards your community and how he felt towards it and what this bill was going to do. I feel like a lot of people forgot about it. And a lot of people forgot about who Biden was himself and where he came from and what he was raised by. Now, also to that, I just went blank. I was figuring you're going to counter me right there.
I don't know why you're talking. I don't know why you're talking about Biden.
What do you mean? That's our current president, no? I mean, this is also who we're talking about. Is his vice president?
Like everything you said was extremely vague. I don't care.
The 1994 crime bill.
Okay.
Did you not watch any of what he was saying in Congress? Now, also, Kamala Harris being the first Indian American to be elected in California as the active general or whatever it was. And how in the span of 6 years, she goes from an Indian American to now an African American, and nobody bats an eye to it. I'm not being racist at all. I just feel like it's contradicting in its own way.
You're being racist as fuck.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Listen.
You're being racist as fuck right now.
She quite literally morphed herself into, bro.
You're being racist.
Just let me speak real quick.
What is a black person supposed to look like?
I mean, there's a multitude of different ways. I mean,
tell me what she was supposed to look like. Tell me what she was supposed to do.
She was not supposed to look like anything. I was just making a claim
then why are you? No. Let's really break this shit down.
What's up?
What is she supposed to do to show off her blackness?
That's up to her. Everybody has their own way of expressing themselves.
Right. So if it was up to her, then why are you complaining about how she morphed herself into a black person?
I'm not complaining about how she dresses or how she talks.
I didn't say that you were, right? But you're saying that she morphed herself into a black person. So clearly no, I'm not done speaking. Clearly what you mean when you say this is that she wasn't acting black before and now she's acting black now. So I'm asking you, what was she supposed to do? Chicken watermelon?
She's not supposed to do anything because who you are is who you are. But I just find it funny
so she didn't morph into a black person,
please. I don't want to interrupt.
But wait, this doesn't make. But no, fuck off, right? Because you're being racist right now.
I'm not.
Because you just said that she doesn't have to do anything. You just said she doesn't have to do anything. So what do you mean when she just turned into a black person?
Well, because what she did was she catered towards the Indian American population to gain popularity By doing what? While she was in California going for the general running for Congress or whatever it was, right? So whenever she got elected into that, 10 years ago, right? She was congratulated on being the first Indian American, right? Not as a Native American, as an Indian, right?
Not as a Native American. What the fuck is going on right now?
Because a lot of people refer to Native Americans as Indians when it can go both ways.
and that's called racism.
Yes, it was because we thought that we made it to India because we were trying to sail across the seas.
I know, and she's not Native American. She's just straight up Indian.
Okay. Okay, cool. Just straight up Indian then. All right,
what the fuck is going on right now?
So why was she praised so hard for being the first Indian in Congress or as an active general within California? But now that she wants to run for president, she has completely left it behind. And she's completely left the Indian population.
No, she
why
didn't.
does she never speaks on it though? She self-proclaims that she's a black woman, but doesn't
she never just
her mother's side.
She does. She literally has done several cooking shows where she cooks Indian meals.
In recent
She's biracial. Yeah.
But why isn't that the forefront of her campaign?
Why should it be?
Well, I mean...
Was President Obama's blackness the forefront of his campaign, or was it his policy? It wasn't.
I don't want to get into that because I feel a little shaky about that election.
I'm gonna clue you in, fuck. It wasn't. Why are you obsessed with her race?
Because I feel like she's mocking y'all. I feel like she's...
why is a white man telling me who she's mocking? How does she mock me?
What do you mean, how does she mock you? Like,
what did she say?
When she did her rally in Atlanta, pulling Megan Thee Stallion on stage and having...
What's wrong with Megan Thee Stallion? You're being racist right now.
No, I'm not. Not at all. I think
no, you are. You are, because you think
was very sexual based. I think that...
Oh, you're being racist right now.
I'm not being racist at all.
You're being racist. Being racist does not mean you say you hate black people. You're being racist as fuck right now. You're being very fucking racist right now.
I'm just making a point, an observation that I have made.
The point is racist.
And I think...
No, I defy you. Tell me exactly what's wrong with Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes.
Who is a victim of gun violence.
Okay.
Kamala Harris is against gun violence. What's wrong with Megan Thee Stallion performing for her in Atlanta, the black capital of the world?
I don't feel that it gave a very strong political, like...
It wasn't supposed to.
Huh?
It wasn't supposed to. It was entertainment before she came out.
I got you.
Okay, so why does it need to be?
Well, why would you need that? Why would you need that? As
because she was in Atlanta. Because she was in Atlanta.
People
from Atlanta like shaking ass, Pat.
I got you. Well,
so why is it wrong for her? Why is it wrong for her to appeal to the demographic that helped her and Biden win?
Because I don't feel like it creates a very it's not very business minded to me. It seems very.
But what is a rally supposed to be business?
Well, I mean that's what a presidency is, right? Business first.
No.
Business first, entertainment later.
No, not a rally. Not at a rally. A rally is supposed to humanize the president. A rally is supposed to get voters energized. They're not supposed to be like a conference meeting. They're supposed to be exciting. They're supposed to be like giant concerts. Was it wrong for Trump to have Kid Rock perform?
You see, that's the thing. I don't think there should be any performance at all. I think it should be
why not? Because that's not what a rally. Pat, it just seems like you don't know what a rally is for. You don't know what a rally is.
I guess I'd envision what a rally is a little bit differently than other people.
You just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Rallies are not supposed to be serious. They're far from serious. Have you ever been to a rally?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
I haven't had any
genius.
where I'm at.
What a fucking genius. Anyway, so, yeah, rallies are not supposed to be serious. They're not. They're supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be energized. I've been to one. I've been to her rally before. So go ahead and tell me, now that you have this information in mind, what is wrong with Megan Thee Stallion, who is a very large pop culture figure in Atlanta specifically? Yeah. I defy you to tell me exactly what's wrong with her performing there.
It gave off this kind of like a necessity to really appeal to the black community.
What's wrong with appealing to the black community, Pat?
What's that?
Why is it wrong to appeal to the black community that made them win?
I mean, I don't think Megan Thee Stallion's performance was really empowering on going out there and putting one foot in front of the other.
But it was though, because every word that when she said hotties for Harris, it was trending within 30 minutes. So what do you mean you don't feel like it worked? It worked.
I mean, it definitely got engagement. It definitely was across social media.
And it worked really well. She was trending within the minute. So what's wrong with at a rally to hype up voters? And, you know, what's wrong with appealing to the black masses who won Biden the presidency the first time?
I feel like it's wrong because it goes back to my original point of when she was in California running for Congress. Or see, this is where it gets me messed up a little bit. Let me not cuss on here. When she was running,
you can curse.
Okay, I don't want you to get like banned or nothing like that.
It's not going to ban me. You being racist is going to get me banned.
Gotcha. Well, thankfully I'm not racist, so we don't have to worry about that.
You're racist as fuck. You have racial bias.
I believe you do as well, but I'm not calling you out.
Everyone does. Everyone does, and you should call me out.
Yeah, we're human beings, right? So
right, and I'm going to call you out for the fact that you have a racial bias. So why is it wrong for her to? Why is it? Because I'm going to go ahead and provide context because y'all just see black and you immediately think wrong.
No, not at all.
Stop talking.
Got you. Well,
right. So like I don't care. So the thing is, right? She was in Atlanta. Do you know what Atlanta is?
I believe I know what Atlanta is. I think it's my capital.
What is it? Oh, what's the significant thing about Atlanta? What do they call Atlanta?
I mean, if I had to guess, probably the heart of the South. I mean, that's where a lot of.
Oh, what else is Atlanta? What is Atlanta also? What is Atlanta also called? Atlanta is called.
I don't know where you're trying to go with this.
I wouldn't expect for you to. Atlanta is called the Black Hip Hop Capital.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Stop talking, Pat. It wasn't obvious to you. It is the Black Hip Hop Capital of the world. Yeah. It's called the Black Mecca. Do you know what Mecca is?
Yes, I do know what that is.
Right. It's called the Black Mecca.
Yeah,
the Black Hip Hop Capital of the world. Exactly. So, with that context, Megan Thee Stallion is insanely popular in Atlanta. Quavo is also insanely popular in Atlanta. Kamala Harris is against gun violence. What is significant about these three things? Oh, it's almost because... stop talking. Stop talking. Megan Thee Stallion is a very recent victim of gun violence. Quavo is a victim of gun violence and lost his family member, Takeoff, to gun violence. These are two prominent figures within black culture, black entertainment, and black pop culture. Right. So riddle me this again. What is wrong with appealing to the masses that is the black hip-hop capital of the world?
Well, I think it's self-contradicting when you start to think about the start of the Migos and where Quavo came from and what he was rapping about and how he talked about what he did and what his people did, right? So, although now he might be a... Hold on. And now he... Oh, my God. In recent times, he might be an advocate for gun violence and he wants to decrease. But when he started, he was very, very quick to say certain things. I don't understand what you're doing right now.
Are you saying that because he rapped about gun violence, this like delegitimizes him being a victim of gun violence right now? Well, you're racist as fuck, nigga. Yo, I'm sorry, I have to say it, bro. You're racist as fuck.
Thank you. Thank you.
God damn, brother.
That's crazy.
That's actually fucking crazy. That is like one of the most common racist ass.
You don't like Charleston White, do you?
What?
Like you don't like Charleston White? Like you don't.
Yo, that's so crazy that you would say that shit. That's so. You're actually fucking violent as shit. Anyway,
I like people that stand on what they start with, right? So if you're gonna start off in a rap band or a rap group,
so you're telling me this delegitimizes his what was it? His nephew getting shot and killed?
Not at all, because Takeoff was my favorite of the Migos.
Right. So then why did you bring that up?
Because, well, how... Atlanta's a tricky one because you got to play your cards correctly. You see what's going on in the YSL Rico case going on, right?
Why did you just pivot?
Because
why did you bring
pivoting.
up?
I'm talking about the rap scene.
I don't listen to rap fuck. I don't care. I don't care. So yeah, so when a person who is in that rap scene loses a family member to gun violence, that delegitimizes the fact that they lost their family member to gun violence?
Well, I think it's self-contradicting that you used to rap about, paying off hits and having people, around you with sticks and guns and all this shit, and how you got like all these people. But now all of a sudden, when somebody's running for president and they need you, you're all up against it. But before, you're all about having it. Like, how the hell you go from pro 2A to not wanting this shit at all? Like, that shit is self-contradicting. This motherfucker always is talking about, oh yeah, we need this, we need that. Like, we have it on us. But now all of a sudden, what? He just doesn't want guns? He doesn't need them anymore? Because I can tell you right now, if you got grimy in Atlanta, you're always going to have that shit. You ain't just walking away from that life.
Where does Black Saint come from? What the fuck?
I'm just saying, like you can't come from that lifestyle and just walk out of it. Like, that shit don't happen like that.
Yo, shut up. You're racist. Shut up.
Sorry. Okay,
shut
I'm
up.
racist. Like, that's your only fucking point you have against me.
Get out. I'm done. I can't do it. Hey, y'all getting mad at fucking... Y'all are getting mad. There's no way, Chad. There's no way he was up here talking about Kamala Harris and her blackness and her switch up. Bro just code switched live in front of 4,000 people. Yeah. Bro code switched in front of 4,000.
This live is for educational purposes only. We do not tolerate harassment or bullying of any kind.
Get the fuck out of here. I can't. That shit was the most... You're talking about contradictions, bro. You just appealed to black people because you talking about Atlanta. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up, nigga. Alright, how old are you?
20.
Cool. Where the hell did the AAVE hit me off? I was like, you going... What the fuck? Bro, that was so funny. Holy fuck. Okay. Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah.
Why are you voting for Trump?
Just because I don't feel like the last 4 years have been really helpful for for the country, and I feel like if we want things to change, we do have to make a change in the people that run the country.
Okay, that's vague. What about it?
Well, the economy's been really terrible. There's been a...
That's false.
I mean, based off of inflation, prices of everything...
Inflation is low. Inflation has decreased.
How has inflation decreased?
It has, right? Biden bringing jobs back to America, him incentivizing for companies to manufacture their things in America, his Inflation Reduction Act, it's worked. Thank you for the manifesting. Like, I don't know where are you getting this from that inflation has increased? Leah, thank you so much for the $50 Venmo for reparations. Hey, Leah, thank you. Thank you. Maybe it's still in. Don't take my power. Go ahead.
Just the cost of everyday goods have increased, the cost of travel, the cost of everything.
What the fuck does that have to do with Biden?
Well, the people running the country are in...
He's not a dictator. Like, he's...
No, I don't think he is. I mean,
yeah, they don't control that.
Have a dictatorship.
Right, they don't control that. They don't control how much a fucking plane costs.
Well, aviation is really federally guarded, right? That's one business that I think you can say the government does control. Aviation specifically, yeah, they kind of do.
No. The government doesn't control travel. Or they control travel prices.
Okay, so here's an example. There's supposed to be a merger between JetBlue and Spirit, right? And that was blocked because there's interest, and people that have those interests are able to lobby and get laws passed. So that merger would have been great for the American people. That would have been a way to keep aviation prices down.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Can you set this up? Because this is vague.
This is me setting it up with examples. I'm giving you a very clear example that happened recently.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see why this would need to be voted on in terms of law.
Well, maybe you just don't understand unionships and aviation laws.
You weren't talking about unionship.
I was getting
what is a merger? Mergers between two companies doesn't require a law change.
Okay, so when we're talking about,
that's why I'm saying I don't know what you're talking about.
When we're talking about aviation and these big companies, lobbyists are the ones that are really getting laws changed.
What are they lobbying? What are they lobbying for? It's two companies that are merging. You don't need a lobby for that.
It's okay, so they're not merging. It was blocked, first of all. And the reason why it was blocked,
even still, you don't need the government to do this. So what are you talking about? Can you cite it?
You're in front of your computer looking things up. Google it.
I don't know what to look up if you don't tell me what you're talking about.
Well, every time I try to tell you what I'm talking about, you interrupt, so...
Yeah, as long as you answer my question.
What is your question?
Anyway, JetBlue and Spirit were ending their $3.8 billion merger plan after a federal judge blocked the deal. JetBlue Airways and Spirit Airlines were ending their proposed merger. We accept their federal judge blocked the deal, saying it would hurt consumers who dependent on Spirit to lower fares. Oh.
So what is your question?
Oh, right. Why are you voting for Trump and how this has to do with the president and government?
Okay, so I
guess you do need a fucking judge for this.
Yeah, you do. And I think there needs to be a redirection in how our country's moving, basically.
Right, so what does that have to do with the president?
Economy. Well, the people in power pass laws. They can tax, they can reform. That's what it has to do with the president. If it doesn't have to do with the president, who do you think it has to do with?
Yeah, what does this have to do with aviation?
That was an example. But the aviation example clearly went over your head, so maybe we can move past it.
No, you were being vague. I had to look it up myself.
Well, you were interrupting when I was trying to explain, so I told you to look it up so it might be easier.
Right, so how about you be more specific next time, okay? So can you go ahead and tell me what this has to do with Trump and Biden and all these other things? What policy did they pass to cause this?
The people in power have a lot of influence over what gets passed, and that trickles down.
Vague.
Okay.
Who in power?
Well, you just asked me what it has to do with Biden, right? So I thought that you could assume that I was following up with that. I'm talking about the president.
No, I can't and I won't.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, let's talk about the border.
The pivot is crazy, okay.
Well, it's not a pivot. You're asking me to answer your question, and I'm giving you my points.
You were talking about prices from these specific companies, and now we're talking about the border.
Yeah, is that okay?
I already don't know what you were talking about before. I'm asking you, like, what does the president have to do with this? What kind of policy has to do with any of this?
All right, so I'm going to make this point about the border. Is that okay?
Anyway, I guess early concession?
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever you guess is fine. So about the border, in the last 4 years, we've had an astronomical increase in illegal immigration. We have.
No.
We have.
We have not. Daily crossings are below 2,400. It's lower by 40% monthly. There's actually more illegal crossings than Donald Trump.
Where are you getting this information?
Any fact-checking website.
Specifically?
Border Patrol.
Okay, so I don't know if you know this, so let me tie this back to how directly ties to Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Sorry, Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
That's what I thought I said.
It's not what you said.
Okay, my apologies. This is how it specifically ties to the Vice President of the United States, right? So she has been in charge of the borders for the last 3 years.
She was not in charge of the border.
She's...
By the way, Chad, Kamala is speaking right now in North Carolina, giving the same economic speech that Trump terribly failed at last night.
And I also want to say I have no personal grievances towards any politician.
I actually don't give a fuck. So I don't know why you're telling me this. The first thing you said about her being in charge of the border was false.
Well, it's not false.
It is false. She was never in charge of the border. She wasn't in charge of border patrol. She wasn't in charge of any kind of enforcement. None of it.
Okay. So
unless you can provide me a different source.
Well, I can't really Google something right now the same way you're on your computer.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can just scroll out of the app. It's not going to kick you. And while you're doing that, we can listen to what she's saying.
We see. Listen to what who's saying.
Kamala Harris is giving a speech right now, a better one than Trump gave last night, where he was fucking so sad. He didn't have his heart in it. So you can go find the source that she was in charge of the border, and I can go listen to this speech.
At that time, we sadly remember the millions of Americans that were out of work. We're facing one of the worst economic crises in modern history. And today, by virtually every measure, our economy is the strongest in the world. We have created 16 million new jobs. We've made historic investments in infrastructure, in chips manufacturing, in clean energy. And new numbers this week alone show that inflation is down under 3%.
Hold on, sorry, child. Let me,
And while many grocery chains pass along these savings,
they're all just low. I don't know why they're so low. Sorry, we're just going to do this in the meantime.
And as President of the United States, it will be my intention to build on the foundation of this progress. Still, we know that many Americans...
We're listening to Kamala Harris while this person's getting this source that doesn't exist.
Costs are still too high. And on a deeper level, for
can y'all hear this shit?
No matter how much they work, it feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. As president, I will be laser focused on creating opportunities for the middle class that advance their economic security, stability, and dignity. Together, we
Rick is still
will
looking for
build
these sources
what
that don't
I
exist.
call an opportunity economy.
Did you find it?
Opportunity economy.
Oh, damn.
An economy where everyone can...
So you think that the...
She wasn't in charge of the border. Good job. Good job looking for that source that didn't exist.
So you think that the judicial powers have no influence over the border? So okay,
I didn't say that.
If you're saying that, the vice president, who is in direct succession to the actual president, has no influence.
I didn't say that.
So
I don't give a fuck about the influence. You made the claim that she was in charge of the border, and she wasn't. She was never in charge of the border. Her job had nothing to do with the border. Her job, well, not nothing to do, but very little to do with the actual enforcements of the border. Her job had to do with addressing the crises of the countries that these immigrants were coming from, not the border itself. The whole border czar thing never came out of her fucking mouth. That is a Trump claim. I feel like I don't know why. I don't know where I don't know where this notion, like when Trump says something, it becomes like a fact, a part of the zeitgeist. I don't know why. But no. She was literally never the border czar. That never came out of a Democratic mouth.
She had influence over the proceedings of the border. And
no.
Yes.
Where are you getting that from? I asked you for a source, you said you couldn't find it. So where? What do you mean influence? Influence of what? The fact that she's a vice president?
Yes.
Then that means that, so what the fuck? That doesn't mean that she was in charge of the border. A person in that level of power has influence over most things in America.
Right. So
right. That doesn't mean that was her job. It doesn't mean that she was a border czar. Stop grasping at straws. It's not going to work for you.
No, I'm not grasping at straws. I looked for a source. I didn't find it. Okay, so she wasn't in charge of the border, but there was still an influence there. There was still an opportunity to make a change.
Oh, fuck off. Right. There was an opportunity to make a change, and they did try to. So why did the Republican and your candidate shut it down?
Why was it undone in the first place if the proceedings were already
because the
there?
Republicans shot it down. It was done. This is no longer a Democratic problem. This is a Republican problem because
it's an American problem.
No.
It is, because we're all
no,
dealing
because
with
Democrats. No, because Democrats. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Divisiveness is not going to be beneficial for the country.
Stop talking. I know you're voting for a rapist, but you still need to care about consent. So, like I was saying before, it's no longer a Democratic problem. Republicans shut down the bill. That's no longer a Democratic problem.
Well, it's a problem of the country.
No, then it means that Republicans do not care about the country then.
I don't think it means that Republicans don't care about the country.
That's exactly what it means. It would be the bill that would be the strictest bipartisan bill that's ever been passed in the last couple decades. And they rejected it. They rejected it because they need a border crisis in order to be able to give Trump a chance to win the presidency. If there's no border crisis, if they give this dub to the Democratic Party, then they won't have anything to run on. That's why they denied it.
What are you
don't get to blame Democrats anymore.
What are we denying about something that was already set in place?
What are you talking about?
If it was already set in place, what do you mean they denied it?
Do you not know how bills work? What do you mean? It wasn't set in place. It was a bill. It was a bipartisan border bill that they rejected. Twice.
I'm talking about prior to that bill, what we already had set in place.
What we had set in place was Trump-era policy, and there were more illegal crossings. Government is slow.
More illegal crossings.
There were.
I think that if we
illegal crossings have lowered by 40%. There's less than 2,400 people coming over monthly. It was higher under Donald Trump.
I think that if you look at policies as a Trump-era policy, whether it's good or bad, then that's just divisive, and it's not beneficial.
It's not divisive. You don't know what the word divisive means.
I do know what the word divisive means. It came from his era as Trump.
We call it a Trump-era policy.
Okay.
It means, right, so Trump-era policy, like, you trying to, like, tone police I don't even know if it's tone policing or you're just, like, not knowing what words mean.
I actually wasn't tongue policing. I used a word and you said that I don't know what it means.
I know, but you saying that me saying Trump-era policy is divisive is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. It is a Trump-era policy. That's how we define things that come from particular presidencies.
Well, I said I think it is divisive to...
Divisive to who?
I think it is divisive in general to
who?
To the country.
How?
To label one thing as this sides and another thing as that sides and say that
no one's labeling anything by side. People are. Is it wrong to categorize things now?
No, but there was a
right. So how is it divisive to categorize a Trump policy in comparison to a Biden policy?
Well, you didn't just say it was a Trump policy. It was like that was a terrible Trump-era policy.
I didn't say terrible. You're the one with the bias here. I said it was a Trump-era policy. That's all I said. You're the one with the bias. You're the one being divisive right now. I don't know. Why are you projecting your biases onto me? Let's do some critical thought.
Well, no, I'm not.
you literally just did. You applied the word terrible to what I said. That's like the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. You really tried that, though. There was an attempt. Okay,
maybe the word you used wasn't terrible, but
I didn't use any word. No, you're just biased.
Towards what? What am I biased towards? What is my bias?
Towards me talking about Trump-era policies. You assumed that I meant that they were all terrible. I never said that.
I don't think that me saying that we should look at things as...
You projected your own biases onto me. I don't give a fuck about what you have to say after this, okay? So let's not correct my speech, because I'm right.
I'm not correcting your speech. The only person that is correcting speech is you.
Please stop.
Do you feel big when you get on this platform and whistle over people that are talking?
I'm 220 pounds. I'm big regardless.
I know that's right.
Right. So, like I was saying before,
you better
can you
eat
actually
it.
Make it?
Oh my God, what do you mean? Like, you can't just whistle over people and then think you're going to get respect in return.
I don't need you to respect me.
Well, I thought we were having a conversation.
We're having a debate.
You didn't say anywhere we're having a debate. You said
this is a debate live. The title of the live is literally debates.
No, that didn't pop up for me. What popped up for me?
It's supposed to pop up. I can't control how the app works.
Oh well, it doesn't. So I think that's something on your end.
It's not. It's on the app's end.
Okay. So is this a persona that you put on for your?
Here we go with this fucking complaining ass bullshit. Let's listen to Kamala Harris speak. Where you because you made a claim you couldn't substantiate it. Now you're just bitching. Like what the fuck?
To compete and have a real chance to succeed. Everyone, regardless of who they are or where they start, has an opportunity to build wealth for themselves and their children. And where?
Oh shit! It's 2:59.
Remove the barriers to opportunity. So everyone who wants
it's 2:59. Whoops. It's 2:59. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay, so are you voting for Trump? This is gonna be the last guess, y'all. Why are you voting for Trump? Why are you voting for Trump?
Why are you voting for Kamala? Can you explain that to Kamala? I mean, she don't even know what race she is. So I mean, what
she does. She's Indian and black. You're just racist.
Oh no, I don't have a racist bone in my body.
You do. You just showed us the racist bone. You just said she doesn't know what race she is. She does know. She's too racist.
Is there proof to back up what you're saying?
Right, the fact that she's never not claimed to be black.
But she's
You're saying that she doesn't. You as a white person critiquing the racial identity of a brown person is weird as fuck. It's racist as shit.
Okay, but a black person could.
Like, do you know who your baby daddy is?
I sure do. Do you?
You know what I mean? I don't have a baby daddy, mommy.
Okay, so I mean, what?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we know things about our own identity, right? Like, so I don't see. So you saying, right? So you saying that she doesn't know what race she is fucking crazy. She's a grown ass woman.
Okay, but
we know things about our personal identities.
Okay, hold on a second. But in one podcast she says she's black, and then the other podcast she says she is Indian.
What do you think she's supposed to say? No. Let's really break this shit down, genius. All right, baby mama. Let's break this shit down. When people ask Kamala Harris, "Hey Kamala, are you Asian?" and she goes, "Yeah." People go and ask her, "Hey Kamala, are you Southeast Indian?" And she'll go, "Yeah." "Hey Kamala, are one of your parents Indian?" And she'll go, "Yeah." Is she also supposed to go, "And black? I'm also black. I'm also black."
Okay, but she does not promote her presidency on, "Oh, I'm Indian," or
does she? Good.
She promotes it as, "I am a black woman."
She's never said that. She's never said that.
Okay, so how do you know that she's black?
That's
okay. Hold
because
on.
her father is a black person. Hey. It's not your show. You're the dog here, okay? That's never come out of her mouth.
So I'm a dog now because
you are.
The person
so
that I vote
that's
for.
never come out of So that's never come out of her mouth.
But if I said that to you, I would be racist, right?
Oh, you're racist regardless. You're already racist.
Oh, because you can deem my mentality and whether I'm racist or not.
Yes. That's how racism works. Because you just said she doesn't know what race she is.
Okay, but how do you know that I don't have black children?
You can have black children and still be racist.
Okay, so you as a black woman, you can have white kids.
Oh my god, Chaz, she let a black man nut in her. Holy fuck. She can't be racist, bro. She allowed her children to be black. Holy fuck.
Okay,
holy fuck, Chaz. Am I supposed to say thank you?
If you
do you see how this is? Are you trying to make me believe that you're not racist right now? That's like one of the most racist things that could have came out of your mouth. But my children are black. I allowed for a black child to gestate in me for 9 months. I can't be racist.
I just think it's funny how you allow a white person up on your podcast and then you want to talk about racism the whole time.
What you said was racist. You said 2 racist things so far.
No, I spoke facts. That's not racism.
Right. So the 1350 stat is a fact. It's still used for racism.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what words mean. Right. So can you go ahead and where in her candidacy has she ever talked about or campaigned on the fact that she was black?
That's where I'm getting to is she doesn't know what she wants, who she wants to follow her.
You're being racist.
Okay. Yep. There we go again, because you know it all, right?
I know this. This is a racist talking point. I'm going to call it out every time.
That's considered being a narcissist, because even the last girl, you knew everything.
Spell narcissist.
You spell narcissist since you're so right.
Spell it.
You can't. Can you spell it?
You're being racist right now.
Yeah. Can you?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean she doesn't know who she wants to appeal to? What part of her candidacy shows
Anybody who isn't dumb has done their research and knows what has she done for the past 4 years that she's been behind Biden.
Oh, anyone who's done their research, Shay, give me one policy from both sides right now. Damn, that's crazy. Get the fuck off my life. I'm not in life. Boom. I'm into the live chat. We're done. Chat. This is what I mean. Like, what are you talking about? Hey, yo. Boom. Damn. Anyway, sorry. Damn, that was embarrassing. The way I would stop existing. Woo! Sorry. Damn. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Chat, everyone, join me on my second account for us to listen to this speech from Vice President Kamala Harris. Cause that bitch is damn. Anyway, sorry. Woo! But yeah, I'm gonna go over to my second account because I do want to listen to this speech. So
cancellation.
I do want to listen to this speech a lot because I've been waiting for it all day. So we're gonna head over to my second account. We're gonna be listening to this. Yeah. Len, thank you so much for the sub. Love you guys so much. Peace out. Follow me. My second account is in my bio. My second account is in my bio, but if you do not know, it's Tashika.an. Glowhunt, can you pin it? Thank you. There it is. So this is my second account. My second account is also linked in my bio as well. So head over there. We're going to be talking about the campaigning. We're going to be listening to some speeches. We're going to be listening to Donald Trump's speech from last night. That was absolutely fucking abysmal. But love you guys so much. Am I from O Block? I don't even know what that is. Roblox. Love you.